It is day 3, which is the last day of International Quilt Market. And I saw that you all loved being with Quilt Husband all day yesterday as you got a tour of the entire show floor. He's a sweetie, isn't he? Yeah, I'm grateful for him. And I'll give you a little tip. My next collection might have a little bit of sentimentality that has to do with him, possibly. Anyway, he is going to take you all on a tour to see the quilts that are here. And these quilts are also going to be here for Quilt Festival. So there's a whole section here, and I'm not able to really leave the booth. I've been really here visiting my shop owners the entire time, and I've been so grateful. So for those of you shop owners that have been by and pre-ordered my collection, my heart is full just with the overwhelming amount of shops that just resonated and love this collection. I am so grateful because you just never know how people will feel about it. So I'm exhausted, but I am so happy. And I'm happy Quilt Husband came to be able to share all of this with you all. Because honestly, if he wasn't here, I wouldn't be able to leave to show you all of this. So we truly are a tag team. So he's going to go off today and show you all the quilts for however long the battery will last. And then we'll be closing up the show at 3 o'clock today. So I hope you've enjoyed the last 2 days and now day 3. And I'll look to seeing you guys on my next YouTube live, Thread Life with Belle, whenever I get back to the studio and rest from this. That'll probably be in about a week. So you guys have fun with Quilt Husband.
Okay. Hi, Annette. How you doing, Annette? Thanks for joining us today. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do here is just go back and restart from the same place we ended yesterday. Sure enough, I was trying to get a view of that that last booth, and the camera went out. So that was my camera phone. Now I realized today that I can plug in the phone to the gimbal and get some more charge. So we're definitely going to get through today. Y'all will be able to see all these wonderful quilts that are over in display. Hi, Misty. Oh, thank you so much. Hi from Tampa. We love Tampa. Kissimmee, Florida. Oh, yeah. We love Tampa. We love Clearwater. That's one of my favorite places in the world with that crystal white sand. Oh, it's wonderful. So yesterday we ended here at Lewis and Irene, and they've got quite a few different patterns, fabric collection patterns here. Quite a few holidays. This is available in June of next year. Christmas in Bluebell Wood. Hi everyone, thanks for joining us. Okay. So this is the corner that we ended in yesterday. Celtic Summer, that one's available in January of 26, it looks like. This one is the Quilt Factory. She's got some lovely work. This is Bernina's booth here. They have some amazing machines. Look at these machines. Hey, good morning, Lori. Getting on the road to International Quilt Festival. Okay, so yeah, we're just here for market, so we're actually packing up today after close to head back home. And I know Bentertex is not staying as well. I wish we could stay, but it's just not going to be possible. Here's Art Gallery Fabrics booth. This is the Laura Star Lift Ironing Made Easy system. Yeah, and right now we're making plans to definitely attend H&H Americas in Chicago, which I believe is in February. So we're definitely going to be there. Quilt Husband will be there too. So be sure and check us out there as well. This is the rest of Bernina's booth. These are their smaller machines. Yeah, this is pretty exhausting. And we still have to break down and pack up this afternoon. Really, the first day was the most difficult simply because of course, getting here and then getting everything set up was quite exhausting. So we both came back to our B&B and just kind of collapsed into bed and just laid there for a little bit before we could even do anything. So yes, it's very exhausting and a lot of extroverting too. And so that's more difficult for introverts like me because there's so much talking and socializing that can make an introvert tired. Extroverts don't understand. So this is Bernina's booth. Here they have some sergers over here. Some serger machines.
Good March, it's God bless. We understand what you want. Now let us share with you what we need.
Okay, y'all, we're going to continue up the right side here. I've hit on that side already. It's the maker of scissors, it looks like, and cutters. This is Metal Goose. How you doing?
What are y'all doing? She's nuts. Oh, did you drive around the park with your ride 12 times like I did? Okay.
And this is Lizard Creek Quilting from Dune, Iowa. Hello, how y'all doing?
Hello.
Got about 14 on our live right now. Hopefully more coming here in a little bit. There we go. You mind if I get some shots of your quilts? Okay, yeah.
Right in.
Sharing all the artistry.
The letters on top are actual love letters that my husband's parents wrote while he was in the Korean War.
Nice.
And that's what inspired these designs and the fabric. So the fabric is by Island Batik. And in the chops all have some hidden meaning. The background fabric that is Morse code for sweetheart and darling and love, because that was in every letter.
I love hidden stuff like that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's her first line.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
So
I love it.
we actually have photos of Dad when he was in
Oh, yeah, there he is. Look at that.
in Germany. He was stationed in Germany, and he's actually sitting on his cot writing a letter or reading letters, and out in the grass on the blanket. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing this.
Yeah. So it's been a lot of fun bringing his their devotion and love back to life.
That's beautiful. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing this. This is
his actual mailbox.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh wow.
And these are actual letters. These are letters from Dad. to
More
Mom.
letters. Oh,
Yeah,
he wrote so many.
He wrote a letter.
This is like the Notebook.
Yeah.
He wrote a letter every day to his girlfriend for 3 years.
They did.
Back and forth.
That's the Notebook. That's a movie.
Every day.
And Mom stored them in shoeboxes.
She stored them in
Wow.
shoeboxes.
Look at that, y'all. What a beautiful story. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing. I know they're gonna love that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. This is Fujix. They have looks like 100% silk threads. Okay, continue on down here. This booth is by Annie.com. So That was such a cool story. Wow, that's just like really affected me right now. That's so cool. Like, I mean, that I don't know if y'all have seen the Notebook movie, but it's one of our favorite movies, and that is just straight out of the Notebook, for sure. So this is Annie's store. It's like she's got quite a bit of notions. Bag patterns, yeah, lots of bag patterns. See all the beautiful bags. Okay, hey everyone, just joining. If you're just joining in, we're on day 3 of Quilt Market, International Quilt Market in Houston, Texas, 2025. This is the last day for the business to business. You love by Annie? Oh, that's great, Lori. This is her booth. She's got a nice setup here. So this is day 3. So again, we're still in the business to business part of this. Most of the people here, actually all the people here, are industry and business owners only. And so a lot of people are doing their purchasing for their inventory for next year. A lot of these fabrics and collections don't come out until next year. So they go ahead and place their orders ahead of time and get everything set up and going. Here's the other side of her booth. Take a close-up look at some of Amy's bags here. Oh, look at that tag on there. That's cool. See the red tag? Whoops. Sorry, y'all. Oops. Oh. Sorry, guys. My gimbal was wanting to turn. Sorry about that.
You know, like, not necessarily this is what makes a beautiful coat. Like, I'm literally wearing basically this. I just can't reach my sleeve.
Go back to Amanda. Yes, ma'am. I will go back to Amanda. We'll see if she is at her booth. Let's see. No, Amanda's not in her booth yet. Oh, there she is. Amanda. I had a request for you.
Hello, whoever's on YouTube.
I think it was it Lori that requested? You'll have to chat because I can't see chat.
Okay.
But we had someone request to come back to your booth.
Okay. Well, here you are. This is Moonlight Serenade and Twilight Serenade. So Moonlight Serenade, the blue and white, is shipping now. Twilight is going to ship in February. And these are the various quilts from the collection. We have Edelweiss, which is applique in the hoop. We have Mini Twirl, which is foundation paper piecing, and then Back to Basics is regular piecing. But yeah, these are the new collections.
Okay, I'm getting a close up here
thank
for
you.
people that didn't see yesterday.
You came prepared with the GoPro and everything.
I try.
Yeah.
Try to be prepared.
Yeah, it's always good to have that steady hand, right?
Oh yes, very important.
Yeah,
And
that's what you're
moving
looking at
slowly
now is
too.
applique in the hoop.
Isn't that so cool? I love the applique. If I were a quilter, I would be doing applique.
Well, you probably would because you like computers, so like that's all digitized,
Is
right?
it? Okay. I love how it layers. It creates layers.
Right.
And it's almost like a 3D effect.
Right, and you can do unusual shapes. This is a serger pattern. You can see the cover and chain stitches there. We have fat quarter fracture, which is basically big half square triangles made from fat quarters. We have ruler work panel pouches over here. They're made from my ruler panels that you'll see over here, and these feature rulers for burr sewing. So my rulers are over here, but the panels are good to learn ruler work. So there's a guide and there's a bag pattern. And then over here we have fat quarter flow, another fat quarter friendly pattern where you create a flow of color or of value. And then on the back side of the quilt, or the back side of the booth rather, we have Blueberry Hill, which is like the traditional piecing pattern. So I hope I answered any questions, but thanks for visiting.
You're welcome. The 2 people said they love the FPP.
Foundation paper piecing.
Okay.
So that was that twirl quilt
Yes.
in the center.
The
so
center
the way
one,
this
okay.
is created is you're sewing on paper. And so it's one piece of paper per wedge, and you're stitching and flipping, stitching and flipping, stitching and flipping. Then you add a curved seam at the end, and it's essentially a big applique circle.
Okay.
So it's creating, but the secret to this is that there's no seams to match.
Okay.
So
Lori says absolutely love these designs.
thank you very much, Lori.
Okay. All right. Thanks
for
Amanda.
visiting.
Okay, we're gonna go back. How you doing? All right. So here we have, looks like Hab and Dash by Filtech. So these are threads.
No, they were planning. I think they might be done. They were kind of questioning like, I think she's done after this. I think she's done.
And good morning to everyone joining us, or good evening wherever you are. All 20 of you that are on right now.
Hey, Sean. I'm good. How are you?
Be sure and smash that like button, please. That helps us get us ranked up in the algorithm so that we can be seen and have more join us today. We're going to be going for a couple hours here because I still have several rows of booths to cover, and then we're going to go over to the quilt display side and take a look at all of the wonderful quilts that are on display. There are some amazing award-winning quilts over there. So again, this is Habdash by Filtech. Okay, go back. I'm gonna have to tell Belle about this love story booth because that is just, she's gonna love that. She is gonna love that. This is QH Textiles in Chatswood. Quite a few, some interesting sashiko cloths with the sashiko style. I'm not sure what that's called, but dashed is what I would call it. These dashed patterns. So Belle has a Juki sashiko machine in her studio, and it does those types of stitches. And I think it's the coolest sewing machine out of any of them I've seen, simply because it can do that type of stitching, and watching the needles work is really cool. Getting ready to go to Houston. Cool. Yeah, I wish we could be here to see you guys. It was just a lot of money to stay for a whole week, and just never know what that return's going to be. So we're going to be headed out after, well, tomorrow we'll be headed out. Hello, how you doing? Good, good, good. You're a publishing company?
Yes, we're
Okay.
a book publisher based outside of Philadelphia, about an hour west of Philadelphia. We
Okay.
do a lot of types of books on quilting, fiber arts. We just launched some really nice craft kits.
Okay. Is it Schiffer?
Schiffer.
Schiffer Craft.
Yes.
Okay.
Schiffer Publishing.
Cool.
We've been around for 50 years.
50 years.
Yep, we have over 8,000 books in print.
Nice.
And we do a wide range of books on all different subjects,
Very nice.
including quilting.
Okay. Great. Well, thank you for being there for the quilters.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Thank you for
Thank you.
stopping by.
Okay, you're welcome. Have a good rest of your day. Okay, this booth is the Tipsy Needle, and they are out of Shreveport. Get my camera lined up here. She's got some cute enamel needle minders there, and these are her patterns. More of her patterns. This is the Tipsy Needle. Oh, thank you, Lori. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Yeah, Belle works really hard, and a lot of times people think, oh, you're a business owner, or oh, you're on YouTube, you must have a lot of money. And it's just not always the case, especially business owners, entrepreneurs. It's hard. It's hard to run a business. I've been an entrepreneur for 22 years now, and there's always ups and there's always downs, and that's just how it goes. So you prepare for those stormy times, and don't get too excited during the sunny times. So this is Amon Group, Intelligent Threads. This is the Mettler Silk Finish Cotton line of threads. Hi, good morning. Doing well. There's more. This is their Extreme Pro line of threads. Looks like 100% polyester bonded. Heavyweight threads. Nice selection of colors. Here's their silk finish cotton thread case. Metro Seam thread case. That's 100% poly. It's poly sheen. And this one is called Seriflex, which is 100% polytrimethylene. Ooh, that's a long one. Terephthalate. Did I get close? Polytrimethylene interrephthalate.
Yes, that's a toughie.
That is a toughie. With beautiful colors. All right, so this is Mettler. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
You too. Okay. All right. So we've already hit this side. So now we're going to go down the left side here, come back up this row. Still have 3 rows left. 3 rows. And these are thread cutters. Belle has one of these. Hello.
How are you doing today?
Good. My wife is Belle Bruner. She has some of these that were custom made.
Heck yeah.
Cool.
Do you have a retail shop?
It's on the web, on the internet.
On the
but
internet?
Yeah, she's a fabric designer and quilter.
We have a lot of other companies that, like Striker Gear, they make fishing gear.
Okay.
They sell our product on their website as well.
Nice. This is their wonderful product. She loves her cutters.
They work well. A
Yeah.
cut above the rest.
The cut above the rest. I like that. Thank you. Cool. It's a vintage Singer machine. Some micro scissors, seatbelt cutters. They make a variety of different cutting tools. Again, that's thread cutters. And they were on Shark Tank. So this one is really cool. So this is patchwork shoes. Hold on, y'all. Let me get the camera lined up here. It's being finicky today. Okay. So here, this is patchwork kicks. And these are shoes that they kit. And you can create patchworked quilted shoes. Isn't that cool? Look, there's the soles. And then you can kit the fabric to create the shoe. Isn't that cute? That's cool. I like this. Hi. It's really cool. So this is Patchwork Kicks, and they're out of Lubbock, Texas. I think Belle's going to make a pair of those shoes. She's going to use her next fabric collection to make a pair of those. This is August Ellery, Poetic Quilting Fabrics and Notions. Hi, good morning. Take a look. Some pretty colors. And thanks to everyone who's just joining us. Be sure and smash that like button for us so we can get boosted in the algorithm. I really like your color schemes. That's pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah. Got about 35 on with us now, right now. And this is again August Ellery. Thank you. Hello. This is a quilting and crafting spray stabilizer. Is it Terial?
Material.
Okay.
Magic.
Terial. Oh, let me get my camera lined up here. Okay. Cool.
It's a spray-on fabric stabilizer that makes your fabric completely stable without any iron-ons.
Ooh, I like
So this is untreated and treated.
Okay.
It makes it embroidery ready, t-shirt quilt ready, print ready. You can just cut
Ni
an
hao.
8.5 by 11 piece, stick it in your inkjet printer and print right on it.
So, but this is embroidery
But this is embroidery, yes.
without a fusible.
The ni hao is hello in Chinese.
It is. It is.
And no starch, so it's
No
safe
starch.
to leave in your permanent crafted projects.
Okay.
This is a new concentrate that we're coming out with to save on the cost.
Okay. Lori says she loves this product.
It's awesome.
we have a good following of people that love it. So
Right. These are a couple of art quilts I've done using Material Magic. And this one, it makes like a canvas so that you're able to use an acrylic paint splatter to give it an effect to your quilt.
Oh, that's cool.
And then also this is an acrylic pen to create some drama on the black fabric.
So it's like it almost turns it into a canvas.
Yes, it
that
definitely
you
does.
can paint. That's really neat.
And
I
then
like
this
that.
is silk, so you can use it on silk.
Oh, wow.
And then I was able to use an alcohol-based marker to create some definition.
Some shadows and highlights. That's
And
that's
this
so
is all
cool.
painted using an acrylic paint.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for the presentation.
You're welcome.
Okay. This is a quilt by Tilda in a pixelated style, pixelated flowers. Good morning, and thank you everyone for joining us, or if it's afternoon where you are, or maybe even evening. We are at the 2025 International Quilt Market in Houston, Texas, and we have a few more rows left, and then we're going to go check out all of the hanging quilts. If y'all want to see more of the floor, be sure and check out yesterday's video, because I covered all of that. All of that was covered yesterday. It's about a football field size of booths here, so be sure and check out that video from yesterday. That's day 2. This is Hoffman International Fabrics. Y'all, if I'm moving too fast or too slow or anything else, just give me feedback in chat. Super helpful to help me do better at the camera work when I have feedback. Or even if I'm doing a good job. Words of affirmation is one of my love languages, so if you give me some words, that's showing me love. I appreciate it. Let's see. Okay, we missed cloud 9. Okay, we're gonna have to come back down the right side then. We'll do that. So we're gonna stick to the left here first, and we'll come back down the right. This is Orifil. Okay, this is Orifil. So Belle is an Orifil ambassador. When is that panel? What does that panel do out with the dogs? This one right here. So it looks like it's printed on. Looks like it's a print and then quilted. Pam, did you want me to ask them a question about that? Sewing and quilting show in Lakeland in March. I'm not sure, Shelly. I'll have to talk to Belle about that one. A lot of it depends on sponsorship. You know, if Bennertex is able to provide booth space for us, then we are more likely to be able to make it. Okay, Pam, I'll go back and ask. Let me know what your question is.
I tried to do a golf.
The release date for Belle's collection, her first collection, Montgomery Mountain Charm, will be in March of 26. So it is a spring collection. Pam, let me know what question you'd like me to ask about this one. I might have a question for you on this dog quilt.
You can go in there if you want.
Thanks. Oh, what? Okay, what's the release date for this panel?
What is it?
What's the release date for the panel?
I'll tell you right now. I believe it's February.
Okay.
It'll be shipping to stores in February.
Okay. The answer is in February, Pamela. And this is Hoffman. that's a cute dog bed or kitty bed. It's got the cats on it. Okay. All right, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, we're gonna go on to the next one now, and we're gonna go back to Aurifil. So Belle is a Aurifil ambassador, and she uses this thread in her machines, and she loves it. They've even got cute little flowers and vases like Belle. Belle loves to do this right here. She loves to do that. Red truck theme and golden retriever. Well, that would be perfect, Pam. So there's your answer. And if anybody else has questions or wants me to ask questions, please let me know in chat, because I'm happy to do that. It's their foundations collection. Chris. Yes, that's right, Lori. My name is Chris. You're so welcome. You know, it's a lot of fun for me. I have an artistic eye. I'm an artist myself in other ways, and I really appreciate the artistry of quilting and finished quilts and all the different types of things that you can do with quilts, and the different techniques. It's just really neat to see. So I really appreciate the artistry of crafting these things. That's cute, they got flowers. So here's the quilts on their wall. Tula Pink on that bag. Let's go back here. Okay, gonna continue on. Looks like the next booth is SoQ Laser. So this attaches a laser to your machine so that you can sew in a straight line every time. How you doing? And blue and white in the booth. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the left, Lori, on the next row. We're hitting up the right side right now, or the left side rather, and then we'll hit up that right side. Look, you can even put this on a vintage Singer. How about that? No machine is too old for this. Thank you. And this is a fabric cutting kiosk, so they make laser fabric cutting systems. How you doing? Take a look at this machine. The June Taylor fabric cutting kiosk. So you can just cut all kinds of shapes, no problem.
It just cuts across.
Cross, okay.
Basically, you just take and load the fabric like this. You can put in either inches or yards, as many repetitions as you want. So if you did three, let's do yards at 1/8 yard. Let's do 3 repetitions and cut. So then it would just load the fabric and it cuts the number of cuts you want. It'll cut anything from 2.5 inches to 10 yards.
And there it is. It's like an ATM machine, just pops it right out. Look at that. How much time would that save? A lot.
Saves a lot.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing it.
You're welcome.
Okay. Hello. This is Amy's applique in Tetonia, Idaho. I love applique, so I love this type of artistry. Hi, good morning, Susan. From Bremerton, Washington. Thanks for joining us. Check out those colors. You can get rid of the couch for that. Make room for that one, right? Yeah, that machine was crazy. And the pandas. So this is all applique. See the detail? Look at that detail. Got about 50 on right now with me. And here's her patterns. And her puppy dog too.
Luna.
He's like, I don't know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wouldn't want to know. I know that would have to be, I mean, that's the type of thing you would put in a quilt shop to be able to cut quickly a large amount of strips for sure. That machine, I would guess, would be probably at least 15,000, if not 20,000, if I had to estimate. Hello. Ooh, this is cool. Look at the glitter. Oh, so it's like metallics. Like this sparkle. That's some, it looks like applique. Good stuff's not cheap, that's right. Well, you know, I'm the type of person that I'm willing to spend a little more for quality and hopefully not have to buy it again. So, you know, I'm willing to spend a little more on quality. But of course, there's limits. There are limits. Look at that, that's pretty. This is Pearly Gates Embroidery. They have quite a bit of designs here. Okay, we'll go back down this left side here and hopefully we'll see Tula Pink. Tula Pink's, it's embroidery on Mettler, okay. You said Tula Pink's, you said it was a bag that's gray. Was it on Orifil's table or was it to a different booth?
Next year in January, you can't come on the 31st.
This is Classy Creations.
You go to her house next.
I can get control of my camera. Sorry, y'all. My camera's being really finicky today.
Okay.
This is P&B Textiles. Purely Gates. Okay, Purely Gates. I can't see chat actively. I can see when it pops up, but then it disappears. If you could tell me again where the Tula Pink bag is. Was it the one with the wolf on it? Because right here's the Orifil. And you said it was in the booth to the left or the right? Welcome to all 63 of you. Quilt hanging with the blue and white circular designs on it. Is it that one over there? That one? So again, if you all are just joining us, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for tuning in. We are at the International Quilt Festival in Houston, or Quilt Market rather. Festival is in a few days. We are at Market, and we are going to finish up the booth, looking at the booths down here, and then we are going to go over to the other side. It's the quilt on the left. The booth left of the bot. I'm sorry, y'all. This one? Is that it? Lori, is it this one? I'm sorry, y'all. There's a slight delay from chat to when I see it, so it's like when I get directions, I'm like, well, I don't know. Move to the right. Okay, I'll move to the right. So this is Orifil's booth. Judy Nair. I don't think I've seen Judy. Black, gray, and white. Okay, so it's this one. You're talking about this one with the wolves? Is it this one? This pattern? Do you know the name of this quilt pattern right here? No? Okay. Do you know the name of this quilt pattern?
What's the Tula gray? Is it gray work or that's not the name of the pattern? I don't know what the name of the pattern is.
Okay.
It's done with her gray work collection.
Gray work,
It was made by Tula Pink and quilted by Angela Walters.
Okay, there you go. They knew it was Tula.
Yep. Yeah.
Is it Quiltworks? Someone asked.
No, it's
not Quiltworks.
No,
Okay.
it's not.
Okay.
I can probably find it on Tula.
Are you live right now?
Yeah, I've got 64 on here now.
We'll
take a look at the detail on it.
She's been talking about it on her lives also.
The bag on the table. Yeah, I'll go back to the bag here in a minute. We'll see if we can find that bag.
Yeah, and the bags were made by Alyssa Zaccardi.
Okay.
Of Sew Alyssa.
It is a beautiful quilt, isn't it? Across the walkway. Okay, Lori.
It's freshly done as well. It is just recently come off the long arm, and Tula sent it over here specifically for Quilt Market.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there another Tula quilt nearby? Because is there one over there?
I don't think she has one in Quilt.
No.
Quilt
Okay.
Works.
Okay.
I'm not sure if she has another one here on display.
Okay.
Free Spirit is not here vending this time, so
Okay.
I haven't seen another one just yet.
By Annie has Tula. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I went by her booth already.
Yeah.
Okay. She's looking the name at the Quiltworks. Okay, across the aisle. Okay, thank you so much.
Awesome, you're very welcome.
The white background with the blue circular designs. So it's got to be this. It's got to be this one, Lori. Hi, Megan. Let's see, where is Quiltworks? This is Quiltworks. It's the only one I really see with like circles. Oh, is it this one? This one here?
These are the ones that.
Or is it this blue one over here that I just passed?
But they can be used to make any of our shirts.
This one? Is this the one? Yes. Okay, Lori. I'm so sorry it took so long to figure that out. I'll have to wait a minute.
Those would be like a red blank option, and then the same with this one here, Silver Shores. So these come in boxes directly from where I leave blade.
Tell you what, Lori, I'm going to come back to this on the aisle.
So those are everything new.
This one?
And then there's a few other small projects that's around that have just been released, which I know you can get. Oh, there's one more. There's one more here.
Okay. Lori, what I'm going to do is come back when she's not busy, and I'll get more information for you. These are by the Fabric Cafe in Tyler, Texas. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Thread Life with Belle. We're live from Quilt Market in Houston, Texas. And this is Quilt Husband with you today again, while Belle is off in her booth, working her booth for the final day. Love to get the name of that quilt. I'm guessing it is Judy's. Okay. That's Donna. Okay. All right, I'll go back and talk to Donna here once she's busy with a customer, see, so I'll wait until she's finished. These are cutter pillars, tracing and transfer. So they light up, that's really cool. Yeah, wasn't that butterfly beautiful, Lori? It's very bright, colorful.
Like right by here, right? Yeah, we're down. Like a half mile down.
Okay, so this booth is Valdani. Like they have a lot of threads. Excuse me. A lot of beautiful threads, lots of colors. Some pretty metallics. Check out these metallics. Winter traditions. Doubles the light box. Yeah, that looks really cool. The Caterpillar, that looks like a really cool product. Again, this is Valdani Incorporated, a thread maker. This is another fabric manufacturer, Rock Lawn, out of Stafford, Texas. Hello. See their lovely fabrics. These are organic cotton. Shout out to everybody that's just tuning in. Please be sure and smash that like button so that we can get ranked higher in the algorithm and get more people to be able to see the video and enjoy. This is Cozy Quilt Designs out of Spring Valley, California. Hello. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Would you like to see a demo of the ruler?
Sure. Okay.
We have our strip tube ruler. This is what it looks like. It's very simple because it's strip, tube, and ruler. We design patterns for 2.5-inch strips. So here I have 3 of them sewn together on one side, and on the other side I have a 6.5-inch wide background fabric. So we have our strip and we have our tube because we've sewn a 1/4-inch seam here and a 1/4-inch seam here. And now we need our ruler, strip, tube, ruler.
Someone said they love these rulers.
Awesome. Okay, so what we do now is we have a 6.5-inch wide tube, but we're gonna cut an 8.5-inch half square triangle. So I've lined up my 8.5-inch line on the bottom stitching line. That is the key to this technique. And now you're gonna cut up and you're gonna cut down. And when you do that, you have a perfect diagonally pieced half square triangle. But wait, there's more. When you flip and cut on the other side, you get the same thing, but now the magic is that the fabrics have swapped places in the block. So then this whole block is used to make 3 chairs here in the corner. Ta-da!
Beautiful. She loves the strip tube ruler. It's
Awesome.
great. Says Lori.
Great. I'm Jessica Stout. Thanks for stopping by.
Well, thank you. We'll get a shot of your quilts here.
Yeah.
This is Diamond Party. This one's called Soaring. This one is called Evermore. And this one is called Any Which Way. All by Cozy Quilt Designs. And they are in Spring Valley, California. Thank you for the demo. Appreciate you. Okay. This is Kits by Carla out of LaBelle, Florida. Kits by Carla. So it looks like she's got some different video classes, virtual support. Looks like wholesale only though. So only quilt businesses could order from her. Let's see what she has here. And again, at the Quilt Market here, this is all business to business going on. So only people who are in the industry or who own quilt shops are here, and they are purchasing inventory for their stores for next year. So a lot of the things you see here are not even released to the public yet. The public doesn't know about these. So you're getting a first-hand look at the newest of the new. This is cool. I like these optical illusions. This is Quilters Clinic out of Five Lake, Michigan. There's Motherland Fabrics out of Southfield, Michigan. So we already came down the right side here. So I'm gonna mosey over Quiltworks. Quiltworks is still busy. Lori, I'm gonna come back again because they're doing a recording here. This is Beach Potato Embroidery out of Cape Coral, Florida. How you doing? Good, doing well. Got 68 on with us here. You have the elephant panel, Lori. That's cool. So you're familiar with that company?
It's actually the fabric right there.
What's that?
This is all.
Is that Bintertex?
Bintertex
Okay.
fabric in that piece there.
Bintertex fabric in this one. Go back to Caterpillar. Okay. All right, Lori, I'll go back to Caterpillar. Check out the front here. Oh, don't spin on me. Hold on, y'all. There we go. Sorry about that. This is Beach Potato Embroidery. Excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Caterpillar. Thank you. Okay, all right, Lori, I'm back here at Caterpillar. And you wanted me to say hello to who? Have someone that wants to say hello. They're a big fan of Caterpillar. Several people love their Caterpillars. There they are. Lori, was there something you wanted to see here or ask them a question? Got mine on So Yeah. Melody?
Yes.
Okay, Lori Najinsky says hello.
Lori.
Lori's on here. Yeah, she's on the live. Oh, there
Hi,
she is.
Lori. Are you still coming to see me at festival? Yes.
Are you coming to festival, Lori? It'll take a minute to respond. Lori says, hi, Melody. Lori, are you coming to Louisville this week? Y'all gonna be here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same spot.
Okay.
1308.
1308. So they're
We'll
in
be right here.
Okay. 1308 is the booth number.
Yep.
Pam says, how do you use the magnets?
So the magnets, depends on which Caterpillar you have, may or may not have magnetic plates built into it.
Okay.
So it depends on which one, but you can hold down your stuff while you're working on it with the magnets. But again, it depends on which one that you have, if it's got magnetic plates built in or not, because the older versions don't, but the newer versions do. So
Okay.
it's kind of nice. You set it down like while you're tracing stuff, and
Yeah.
then you don't have to keep resetting it because you keep bumping it. You
That's
can use
awesome.
the magnets to hold it.
And it's a cutting mat too.
And it's a cutting mat too.
Yeah.
Like, yep, both.
See-through cutting mat. That's
Yep.
cool. Lori says she'll be here Wednesday through Saturday.
Okay.
So Lori will be sure to come by and say hello to Melody.
Hey, Lori. We'll see you.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Looks like Quiltworks is busy again. Oh, there she is. I'll ask her. Oh, no, wait. She's not.
So
She's cool. Okay. I'll have to come back on the way back, Lori, for that one. I don't want to interrupt anyone. Okay. We have AccuStitch here. So I believe this is the AccuStitch laser sit-down free motion quilting laser system that is mounted into, yeah, that's the cruise control. So Belle has one of these on her King Quilter sit-down, and it's really neat because you can, you just put the fabric down and it monitors where your fabric is moving and coordinates your needle speed and, well, the needle speed, I guess, with how quickly you're moving the pattern, or the fabric rather, under the needle. So that's a pretty cool little system. And this is Nechi, I believe is how you say it, and their machines. And she's working on a project over here. Hello. You mind if I get a shot of you working? Okay. Just for a moment. And how do you, is it Nechi? Is that
Neki.
Neki.
Yes.
Okay. I always mispronounce words. My wife makes fun of me.
It is an Italian brand, so
It
there's
is.
more accent in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I fail on the accent from it unless it's Midwest. Still around. Yep, they're still around. Elsa said this was her first sewing machine, was this brand. How long ago was that? How long ago did you get your first machine? Okay, we're gonna go over here to Tilda. This is Tilda Songbird. These are really pretty quilts. Yes.
We just asked that these are not photographed.
Not photographed.
Yeah.
Okay, you got it. Okay, all right. You're welcome. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, here is Brewer.
And then the sleeve, because everything is designed to work together. This is a little document, especially
And they've got some bags. You were in your 20s many moons ago. Good morning, Quilt Winch. Jennifer, I got it today. Right? Or is it is it It's not Trish, is it? It's Jennifer. Or is it Trish? Oh, I'm so sorry, Quilt Winch. This is all Brewer. Trish, okay, yes. God, I did it yesterday too. I'm sorry. I'm so bad with names.
But I can't find it. And I'm probably gonna pop something in a minute.
Some of their new irons. These are Panasonic brand irons.
I think Marissa might have dash, but we can do it.
Are you ready?
We're gonna come over here to Innova. Check out their long arms. Whoa, look at these. Oh, these are beasts. Ooh, they got fancy colors on them. Anodized metal. Cool. She's giving a demo. Oh, it cut out. Yeah. Yeah, my battery went dead. However, I figured out that I could plug my phone into the gimbal and get some extra battery. So hopefully we last a little longer today. We're just about finished with the floor here. Just about finished. We'll be sure and go back to the other booth. Let's check out these. This is some beautiful applique here. I like these birds. And shout out and thank you to all 80 of you who are currently tuned in. We appreciate you all being here with us. Again, this is Thread Life with Belle, and Belle is off working her booth right now, and so I am Quilt Husband. My name is Chris, and I am not a quilter, but I do enjoy the artistry very, very much. I mean, look at this. Look at that, three-dimensional. That stitching work, look at this. Little skunk. Hello from Iowa and Louisiana. You can call me Jennifer. You can do that. You have my permission to do that since I've messed up your name at least 4 or 5 times now. I think Belle has a few times too. I'm in the doghouse. That's okay. That's all right. This is Midway Wool. It's like maybe is that cross stitching? I'm not sure what that is. So again, this is Midway Wool, and they are out of Providence, Utah. And we have Fabric Cafe. Hello. Oh, you're welcome, guys. Yeah, there's a lot of beautiful quilts out here, isn't there? Thank you. And that is Fabric Cafe. Let's see, here's this butterfly one again. You're welcome, Elsa. Okay. This is Create Room. So this looks like oh, this is interesting. So this is like stack on the wall and then be able to fold it up and put it away when you're done. Quilt kits. Okay. I'll have Belle come over and talk to them. But I think that Bentertex is going to be kitting the Montgomery Mountain collection, from what I understand. I think I understand what kitting is. It's where you cut up the pieces to where they're ready to use. Yeah, and Quilt Winch, you were with us yesterday, so I think you saw most of yesterday too. So anyone that's just tuning in, we did do most of the floor yesterday. So if you want to see the rest of the show, be sure and tune in to yesterday's video, which was day 2. Today is day 3, the final day. This is the Love Quilt Project Incorporated out of Virginia. And it looks like they do a lot of charity work with quilts. That's sweet. This is similar to what Belle does with child abuse victims and making quilts like the pinwheel quilt for kids. Wonder how big of a room. Yeah, absolutely. Please do.
So, Love Quilt Project raises educational funding for children living in foster care. But for every child we help, they get the emotional support tool of this beautiful handmade quilt. It's filled with messages of love that were created by children across the country in schools and other organizations. And it's all a result of a lesson that we send out about the healing powers of love. How important it is for us to be compassionate and kind. We talk about the brave and resilient children in foster care, many of whom might take the blessing themselves. And when they're done, they create these messages, they send them back to us, and we have quilters across the country that actually stitch them into just the top of the quilt. We send the kit for free, log cabin pattern. They finish the quilt, they send the top back, and then our partners at Springs Creative finish the quilt, they put the backing on, and then they ship the quilts to whatever children need help. And then we just this year put this fabric line together based on their archival collection of African artists. Every piece is unique and inspired by African artists from over 100 years ago. And it comes in a really thick, like beautiful cotton sateen fabric. And all purchases, a portion of purchases, go to Love Quilt Project and these children.
That's lovely. I'm going to take one of your business cards. My wife is a former social worker, and she's releasing her first fabric collection here with Bentertex. And she would be interested in what you guys are doing, for sure. Yeah, she was. You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, you guys. Have a good rest of your day.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Whoops. This is Stitchin' Tree.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How about you?
Good. We're going to show off some of your beautiful quilts. We've got 60 people tuned in here. Let's see, I need to put this business card in my pocket, so give me a minute while I slip this in, hopefully in my pocket. So if my pocket is closed. Sorry, it might be just jerky for a moment. Okay, now we're cooking. Create a room. Okay, let me go back to that. Yeah, this is Create Room, and they are out of Cedar Hills, Utah. So if I had to guess how large this one is, that looks about 4 foot wide. With the doors open, that's probably about 10 foot wide, or 8 to 10 foot, it looks like. And then it looks like they have some sit-down desk here, and then this must be their large size one. And so it looks like this table folds in and out, similar to I forget what those beds are called that fold up into the wall. It's a nice setup. Yeah, it is a nice setup. It's got room for just everything. I mean, you got a pegboard here, shelving, drawers. I mean, got everything you need here. And you can just fold it up and put it away and save space. So it looks like this one's about the same size. If I had to estimate, it's about 4 foot wide. So with the doors open, you're looking at 8 to 10 foot wide. And I'd say the depth looks like about 2 feet deep on that one. 2 feet deep. And that is Create a Room, or Create Room is the name. Yeah, Create Room. Okay. All right, we'll go back over here to Stitchin' Tree and take a look at their beautiful quilts. Okay, I'm gonna unplug my phone because my gimbal battery is going dead now. That's not good. Okay. Hello, this is Mystery 50.
Yes.
I sure hope I don't lose my gimbal. I plugged my gimbal in to be able to charge the phone, but it looks like it used up the juice. So even if we lose the gimbal, that's fine. I'll carry the phone around. It might be a little more jerky, a little less smooth, but we'll get her done. I'm sorry, Quiltworks is busy. They are busy. They have people standing in line here. So I'll have to come back. I'm sorry, and I'm not able to get that information for you, Lori. Looking forward to meeting you. Oh yeah, we're looking forward to meeting you too. Yeah, Dueling Diamonds, that's her most popular pattern. That was her first one. And thank you so much for your support, not only in patterns, but also by watching our channel. Okay, well that is the floor. So we are gonna head over to the hanging quilt side so we can see all the beautiful quilts that are hanging. So we get to walk all the way down about a football field distance to get to the other side. Oh, there's Belle. Look who we found. There she is. Hello.
I'm finally getting to like see the floor and
Are
do
ya?
a little shopping.
Okay.
We're in the Vianney's booth.
Yes.
And I'm picking out projects that y'all can't see for my next fabric collection. So we can't show.
All right. See you later. Okay, we're going to continue on here. And by the way, yesterday some people asked about the NCAA collections by Bennertex, which are new. Yes, they do have the NHL as well. You're welcome, Lori. I'm sorry, they were so busy. So they do have the NHL, but they don't have the NFL. Apparently another company already has the licensing for the NFL. So they don't have that, and they're working on other licensing as well. So right now they have Harry Potter, NCAA, and the National Hockey League. Okay, y'all. So we've already seen yesterday all of this over here. And I think someone wanted me to go to Calico and see what fabric pattern was. So we'll go down there real quick. She said it was the one below the gnomes. So let's see if we can find Calico. Which I believe Calico is in row 300. Yeah, you'll definitely get lives. I'll be traveling to H&H with Belle. And so we will definitely be doing lives. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna start from this corner and work my way around here so that y'all can see all of this beautiful, I mean, we have a massive room of quilts here. So if my gimbal battery goes dead, it'll be jerky for a few minutes, but I'll detach the phone and then I will just carry it around for you, okay? Might be a little more jerky. Fabric Traditions has the NFL and MLB, okay. Well, Bennertex has NHL and NCAA for now, and Harry Potter. Excuse me. Yeah, the Harry Potter fabric is pretty cool. It's really well printed. It's high quality print that they got done for it, so they didn't skimp for sure. Belle's been really happy with Bennertex as a company. We really enjoy the people, and they've done a lot to help her get started and get off the ground. So we really love Bennertex. Okay, we'll move on down to the next one. Hello. It's a pretty black and white one. green quilt with the bird. Yeah, I'm not sure. Do you all want to see, do you want to see only the quilts, or do you want to see the information as well? So I can do that. Just takes a little more time. Just let me know what you want to see. Both. Okay. All right. If you want to read everything, you might have to pause for a moment to read it, and then you can catch up. All right, and if anyone's just joining us, we are at Quilt Market, Houston, Texas, 2025. And I have finished up on the floor tour, extended from yesterday. And now we are in the display side of the show, which features a very large, as you can see, room full of hanging quilts. So we are going to make our way through this best we can and hope that batteries cooperate. I have a feeling they won't, but that's okay. We'll make it through until the end. Okay. Head on down here to the other side of the aisle, and we'll just go up each row, up and down each row. Excuse me. I know, Pam, these are incredible, aren't they? I mean, these are showstoppers. So this one is called Hands All Around, sponsored by My Fine Yarn. I'm thankful that they allow us to film this, because not all places allow you to do that. In fact, we got kicked out of one earlier. They didn't want us to film. Not for your enjoyment. That's okay. We'll find other enjoyments. There's no shortage of enjoyments here, is there? Okay, continue on around here. That's interesting.
Martha Martha Washington, so she's a very famous.
This one called World Peace. Nice abstract. This one is Ode to the Royozo Kato. This one is 3 Generations in Kimonos. And this one's called Friendship or Love. post free patterns on their website. Yeah, that's okay. They can choose to be protective. I understand. I'm a stickler for security too, and I really hate when people copy my work because I really put a lot of effort into my work, and it's just to have it knocked off is just really disheartening. So I've been there before. I totally understand. And apparently this is a big problem for pattern designers of having their patterns stolen. So I'm going to have to look into watermarking Bell's PDFs to make sure that they are watermarked so that they can't be stolen. So basically what happens is the Chinese will steal them and post them as free. And it's an exact copy of your work. And I mean, when it comes to a pattern, it's not just, oh, I created some images and put it in a book and it's done. Like there's extensive testing. There's, the artist, the testers, the technical writers, everything that goes into it. There's money and time involved. And so to have those lifted like that is it's disgusting, frankly. But we're going to look into ways to prevent that. Quilt Husband has some research to do when he gets home. And trust me, I will figure out how to do it. In fact, I run a vintage, creative grid rulers. I've heard that. I heard a story about that just yesterday, actually. Amanda Murphy was telling me. Actually had some parts of mine that I invented for vintage Oakley sunglasses. The design was stolen and used by the Chinese, and now those parts are all over Amazon for like 1/3 of the price that I was charging. And they look the same, but the problem is that they don't function the same because they're not using the same materials that I use. And so, they look the same, they don't function the same. But the damage has been done. Public statements, This one's really pretty with the purples in it. It's kind of unexpected for the shading. It looks like it's all applique. Yeah, layered up. So I love stuff like that, like the abstract layers, something unexpected. If Quilt Husband quilted, this is the type of stuff he would do, is the abstract stuff and the unexpected. Weird and unexpected is totally me. And, the thing about weird and unexpected is it doesn't always sell well. But being creative is fun, and when you're doing what you love, then hey, you know what? Not everyone will like it. You can't make everyone happy all the time, can you? But we can try. Okay, we're going to continue down the left side of this aisle now. I think we've got at least probably 12 or 13 aisles to go through today. This is definitely going to be a long video, and hopefully I can make it past 3 hours. I think we made it almost to 3 hours yesterday, and then my phone died. My phone battery went dead, so do our best today. And thank you all for smashing that like button. I see more and more of you have done that. Thank you for that. That gets us boosted in the algorithm. So if you could just take 1 second just to click down there at the bottom and get that thumbs up, that helps boost us in the algorithm so we can get more people on here with us. And if you're just joining us again, this is Thread Live with Belle, and Belle is off working her booth or networking. It looks like she's having a chance to finally walk around and network. She's been so busy, she hasn't been able to leave and go talk to people. So I think she's doing that now. And I'm with you today. My name is Chris. I am Quilt Husband. You can also call me Jennifer. That's an inside joke. Only Trish gets to call me Jennifer. Oh, I forget names so bad. It's so bad. I got to find a way to do better. We are at International Quilt Market in Houston, Texas, 2025. And we just took a tour of the remainder of the floor today. And then yesterday's video covered the rest of the floor, which is about the size of a football field. So there's got to be probably, I'd say 100 plus vendors here. But next year I think is going to be a little different. Next year will be different because I don't think there's going to be as many vendors here next year. Designs have been stolen. Yeah, it's Katie. That's happened so much. I've heard stories here. It's so sad, and especially, I mean, listen. I mean, it's hard for women to be successful in a man's world, right? So I mean, it's hard enough as it is for y'all, and then this makes it even more difficult. It's like, come on, like we can do better than that. And also, we've met some really cool quilt shop owners this week, and it's a beautiful thing because several of them have been. So they're from the same town, and they both own quilt shops. However, they're not competing with each other; they're actually friends, and that was so cool to meet ladies who were not competitive but rather support each other. And Belle sold some collections to them. We met several of those. I think we met 3 total groups of ladies who have competing quilt shops but are here together. And sometimes they alternate who will get the collection so that both of them don't carry it. They'll have one or the other carry the collection. So if one doesn't carry it, the other will carry it. And they just work together like that, and you know, that works really well for them. A lot of business owners can be so competitive, and I understand. I'm a business owner too. I've been an entrepreneur, self-employed for 20 years now, so I get it. And it's hard not to feel that. But you know, in this line of work, I think it's important for women to support each other. It's very important. It's difficult enough as it is. We can't be fighting against each other. There's been times when Belle has gone into a quilt shop and just felt completely unwelcome. And I'm sure that some of you can relate to that. Maybe you've been in a quilt shop and just weren't greeted, didn't have a warm welcome, just really felt like you were out of place as soon as you step in the door. And I think we can do better than that as people in the industry. That's right. They should lift each other up. It's not often the case. It's very not often the case. And we even see it in this industry as well. I know the fashion industry is way worse. But I know it's hard. It's difficult to not be competitive when money's on the line and your well-being and you're trying to take care of your family. I mean, there's just so much there. I get it. I get it. I know. Doesn't make it right though, does it? And if you're wondering what I do for work, I have been a print broker for 21 years now. Since 2004 is when I opened up my business. I was one of the first you loved the video yesterday? Oh, yeah, popularity doesn't matter. That's right. Yeah, I'm here for the beauty. That's right. And there's a lot of beauty here. Yeah. So I've been a print broker for 21 years. And I was one of the first people to figure out Google when they were first a search engine that nobody knew about, and their PageRank algorithm, which determined search engine optimization rankings. And so if you knew what you were doing, you could get a website ranked for keywords that a lot of people search for. In my case, it was business cards. And the keyword business cards brought in a lot of income. So a print broker, so basically it's similar to how a quilt shop, the relationship between a quilt shop and a fabric manufacturer. Okay, so the fabric manufacturer wholesales their fabric to the quilt shop, and then the quilt shop marks up the price to retail and sells it to you. And printing industry is the same way. There's only a few printers in the country who have these warehouse-sized, massive offset printing machines, but they only deal in wholesale. They don't deal with retail. So a broker like me would be like a quilt shop owner, and I purchase the printing and resell it. And I used to have a website where people could get online and design their business cards online in a what you see is what you get format. Unfortunately, I lost my supplier for that website and really wasn't able to find anything better. So I had to do away with that, but I work with a nationwide franchise, a home health care franchise, and we do all their printing. A partner and I work together. We've been working that for about 12 years now, and we do all their printing. So that keeps us busy because they have over 340 locations nationwide that we service. And then I also, orange and blue, yeah, that is cool, isn't it? Yeah, so people order printing from us, and then we drop ship from the manufacturer to them, directly to them. So that's what a broker is. It's sort of like a middleman, which is the role that a quilt shop would play as well. And then I also started a vintage Oakley sunglasses business, that I manufacture parts, and I also service and repair vintage Oakley X metal sunglasses. That's a funny one. She's like, ah. So I service vintage Oakley X metal sunglasses, and I'm one of the few people in the world who do that. So people from all over the world send their glasses to me to repair. So it's really cool to have It's really cool to have that trust of people sending in their very expensive glasses for me to work on. And I also make parts for them. So I'm familiar with the manufacturing process, engineering parts, which is very difficult because you're talking about micro precision tolerances for your parts. And we're talking like 0.0001 tolerance, inches in tolerance. So very, very tiny, like the size of a grain of rice. That's a cool one. Thank you. Thanks, Katie. It's kind of unique. I do a lot of weird things. When someone asks what I do for work, I say, well, it's complicated. because I do a lot of different things. I like variety, and I've been self-employed and working from home for over 20 years now. So, a lot of entrepreneurship is not just one bag, but it's several. It's several things that you got to work to make money. And that's what I do. So in addition to the sunglasses, I also am a video producer. So I'm a video editor and producer. I just started doing that last year. And I make all of Belle's videos that she has on her YouTube that are not lives or the standard videos she did mostly from her phone, but like the Montgomery Mountain Charm video, I made that and put that together for Belle. So it was something I was looking at possibly getting into a drone business to fly drones, but I realized quickly that all roads lead to video editing because videos are so important now with social media, YouTube, Instagram, all that. And so I knew I had to learn how to edit videos so that I could help out in different ways, not only my own operations, but also my wife's operations too. And part of that is working with artificial intelligence. So that's something else I do. I was one of the first people to have worked with AI when it comes to typing text and then getting an image. Save money and make money. Yeah, that's my motto for sure. As an entrepreneur, you almost have to do that. If not, you won't last very long. So I was one of the first people to be involved. Are the patterns going to be for sale? I don't, it looks like some of the quilts are available for purchase, it says, but I don't know about the patterns. Some of these are original designs and hand appliques, so I don't even know if these are, patterns that you could buy. I don't think they are. These are all custom. So I was one of the first people to work with text-to-image AI back in 2021, and I happened to come across this. It was called Google Colab, and it was a spreadsheet, and you just type some text in, and then it would spit out an image, and not just an image, but an animated image too. And this was back in 2021, before anyone knew what artificial intelligence was, and I got in on the ground floor of that, and it was really cool. I was able to build an artistic NFT collection, which I released on the Solana blockchain, and it did very well. It was one of the first, it was the first animated collection on Solana, and it was the first AI collection on Solana as well. So I'm very proud of that. I like to try to be early on things or first, just because it's so new and I love to figure things out on my own, and that's a good challenge. So anytime there's something new, I always really just kind of dive in the deep end on it because I love to research. I love figuring out problems and coming up with new ways to do things. I was a beta tester for Midjourney, and I was also a beta tester for Stable Diffusion. If any of you out there know what that is, probably not, but that was the first open source AI image model. I was a beta tester for that. Thanks to all 70 of you who are tuned in right now. Again, we are at Quilt Market 2025 in Houston, Texas. We have already covered the floor yesterday and today. So today we are meandering around the very extensive hanging quilt collection side of things here at Market. And we're just going to go one by one and check out each one together. And if you're just joining us, please be sure to smash that like button down below, so that we can, I think we saw this one already, so that we can get boosted in the algorithm and have more people join us. And then something else I do in my time is I'm a trader, so I trade NASDAQ futures as well. And I practice. I don't trade real money. I practice with fake money, but that allows me to practice. And really, it takes a few years of practice to become profitable. And I'm just about to that point. So, as they say, practice makes progress, and I step up to the plate to take some swings every day. Trading is probably one of the most difficult things I've ever done, because it not only deals with skill, but it also deals with psychology as well. And if you have anything that is hidden, it will be exposed. It will be exposed psychologically, whether it's lack of confidence or greed or fear, imposter syndrome. All these quilts. These are show quilts. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and so what I was saying about owning a business earlier, one point I wanted to make is that, I think oftentimes, especially maybe people who aren't or haven't been in business, may think that because you own a business that you're very wealthy, and that's just not the truth most of the time. It's not the truth. And they also may think you work less, and that's not true either. As a matter of fact, Belle, when she started doing this full time, she thought she was going to work less, and she actually works a lot more. And that's pretty much the way with every entrepreneur that tries to be successful, because there's always work to be done, there's always research, there's always something to be building or growing. Okay, come down the other side here. That looks like an oil painting. Look at that. Wow. Look at all the detail in that, guys. Jeez. I can't tell. I don't know. I can't tell if that's applique. I think it's painted. That looks painted. Let's see. Hand dyeing. Yeah. Hand dyeing, machine applique, and free motion quilting. Okay. So that's summer floral. I like that one a lot. That's pretty. And Quilt Market closes at 3 today. They're usually open till 5, but since today is the last day, you work more. Yeah, that's right. Yep, you know how it is. Yep, because it's like, when you have a career or job, you show up, you do your work, and then you leave, and that's it. You leave it all there. Entrepreneurship, it's there all the time. It's always present. Omnipresent. But you exchange that for freedom, because I always wanted to be free. I had a job in the past. I worked at a Highline sports car dealership, and the owner was a great guy. He's a very good entrepreneur. He was very hard though, and he sat behind me the entire day. And when I came in, he would give me a list of things to do, and I needed to have my pencil ready to write it all down. And sometimes sometimes he would get upset about things, and it just wasn't my cup of tea. But that really lit a fire in me to become an entrepreneur myself, and maybe be different than that. So that was an inspiration for me when I was young, still in college, to really become an entrepreneur and call my own shots. And through that is freedom. Now, some of you are retired. I know you know what freedom feels like. I will probably work my entire life just because work is fun for me, and when work is fun, you're not really working. So, as long as I'm physically able to use a computer, I'll continue working. These are from Taiwan. Wow. Taipei, Taiwan. Original designs. Cool. Look at that, that's huge. Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm yawning here. It's been such a long weekend, and we are spent. We are so tired. We wake up at 7, and it's like, put me back to bed. Okay, this one's interesting. So this is like, the tiger is 3D, so they've put, looks like filler behind the tiger, and it sticks out. Like its ear is sticking out there. So it really gives it a dimensional, probably can't see it through the camera, but I can with my eyes. It really gives it a 3-dimensional look. It looks like the tiger's popping out. Trapunto. Is that the technique is called trapunto? Well, you know what, Elsa? I'm so happy that I can bring this to you, to your screen, so that you can experience it without coming. And I wanted to make sure to cover every booth here so that everyone gets exposure. Okay, so this looks like Chinese New Year. That's what this is. There's the rooster, the dog, the pig, the monkey, the ox. Not sure, is that a horse? Rabbit, dragon, snake, tiger, bull, and mouse. I think 2026 is going to be the year of the red dragon in China. Am I moving at a good pace for everybody? You having enough time to see everything? There's so much here, I've got to move at a pretty decent pace to be able to get it all in. The year of the horse, that's me. I think I was born in 80, so I think that 80 was the year of, I think it was the mouse. I want to say mouse. Hey, that's okay, Misty. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in. all 60 of you who are tuned in right now. We almost have as many likes as we do viewers, so that's great. Thank you all for smashing that like button. Boost us up in the algorithm in real time. We are 10 minutes away from 2 hours here. So I'm going to estimate I have about an hour left on my battery. I can't see my battery notifications while I'm live. So we can only hope that we'll be able to get through this whole thing. 1980s, the monkey. That's right, the monkey. The monkey. It was one of those M words, monkey or mouse. Monkey. Oh, that's cool. I like that 3D. I love optical illusions. Kind of MC Escher style. That's cool. That is cool. That's real cool. Let's take a look at what this is. This is called Red. Out of Spring, Texas. Piecing quilting 60-degree triangle ruler. Inspired by Anna Helena. Nice. That's beautiful. I would hang something like that for sure. That would be art for me. $2026. Okay, maybe it's the red horse. That's what it is. It's red. I thought it was red dragon, but it must be the red horse. That's what it is. It's the red horse because it sounds biblical. Yeah, I remember now. Okay, let's go to the next side. Let's see what this says. Calls for entry. Okay, so this is the calls for entry that they want for next year. So these are the type of works. All right, Susan, thanks for joining us. I'll be here another hour. Really, I mean, I'm going to get through this thing where I'm going to run out of battery. So I'll be here if I'm batteried up. So we hope to see you back for joining us. We're going to keep on going through here. Thanks for the 70 of you who are tuned in. Again, we are Quilt Market, Houston, Texas. And this is Thread Life with Belle channel. And this is Quilt Husband, Chris, aka Jennifer, is my name. And I'm Belle's Quilt Husband. And she's off working her booth and networking. So you have me today with the camera. Belle says I have a nice voice and I'm easy to listen to. I hope you all agree. I don't know what kind of voice I have. I just like to speak quietly. I'm an introvert and I don't like loud noises. So I don't like conflict either. I'm a peacemaker type. Sometimes that's a detriment when you need to fight. Oh, thanks, Jenny. Thank you. I appreciate that. I am originally from Springfield, Missouri, and Belle is originally from Arkansas, as you might know. In fact, that's the 45 acres of property that her quilt retreat is on, is the property that she grew up on. Her grandfather homesteaded that property back in the 60s and built it up, and then her dad, once he passed away, her dad took it over, and he's spent the last 30, 40 years working on it as well. So it's been a multi-generational family effort. But I am originally from Springfield, Missouri, Southwest Missouri. Your husbands may know what Bass Pro Shops is. That is the world headquarters of Bass Pro Shops. Cherokee Village, Arkansas. Okay. We are in Mount Ida, which is about 45 minutes west of Hot Springs. They're called, yeah, Katie, they're called ASMR. ASMR. It stands for Olfactory Sensory Response Meridian is what that stands for, ASMR. And if y'all don't know what that is, it's basically someone speaks softly or they whisper like this. And if you wear headphones, it can give you tingles. It causes a response in your brain, in your nerves. And it's actually a calming effect. People use it to help them sleep. And some people think it's really weird, but I actually like it. My right ear is more sensitive than my left ear. Thank you. I appreciate that, Jenny. My right ear is more sensitive than my left ear. So if someone whispers in my right ear, it just sends tingles all the way down the right side of my body. That is ASMR. And like I said, some people use it to sleep, helps them relax and unwind at the end of the day. Read books and relax. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Words of affirmation is my love language, so if you shower me with words, it's showing love. Just as long as you're honest. Don't fill me with BS. I don't like that. If I'm terrible, just tell me and I'll do better. Okay, we're gonna move down here to the next one. Oh, that's cool. I got a peacock. Wow. These are the Taiwanese quilters. Wow. Haha, check out the monkey. Who I am. That's interesting. I would hang that. See, I like weird stuff like this. That actually would look good in my office. Hip hop monkey. You know, it's funny actually. Belle and I met in a way similar to that. We were on a personality group on Facebook, and she lived in Alabama and I lived in Missouri, and we didn't know each other. And I was looking through the group one day and I saw this painting of an eye. It was like a psychedelic eye. It was so cool. I was like, wow, I really like that. Like, I would want to hang that on my wall. Street graffiti. Yeah. I kind of like graffiti art. I think it's interesting. So that's definitely right up that aisle. So Belle had painted this picture of an eye. It was all crazy. And it's not something she would have normally painted because she normally painted more realistic eyes. But this one was like different for her. But it caught my eye. And I reached out to her and I said, hey, you know, I thought maybe she was a starving artist. I thought maybe, hey, could I purchase your art? You know, I can't send much money, but I could offer you something. And she's like, yeah, sure. Okay. So, you know, we started chatting, we exchanged money and address, and she shipped me the painting, which I still have today. And kind of from there, we just started chatting and we became friends, and we were friends for a few years before we got married. And we traveled 8 hours, 16 hours both ways to see each other for about a year. Once a month, we would see each other. So we did the long distance thing for a while. They say distance makes the heart grow fonder. Belle and I, we have a wonderful marriage. We're very compatible with each other. We're really made for each other. And we've gone through some bad to be able to appreciate the good. And I just love and support her so much and try to do everything I can to help. I'm a natural born helper. I love to help. Helping is one way I show love. And so I try to always help her out in any way I can. Yeah, I know, Jenny. I am very fortunate. After my divorce, my first wife divorce, I felt like a minnow in a shark tank. And I realized I had a lot to learn, and things weren't the way I thought they were. And I learned that very quickly. So thankfully I was able to meet Belle very soon. It was only a few months that we met after that. And I didn't need to look anywhere else. So I found her. And thankfully she would have me. That one's interesting. Full blue. You didn't call her Jennifer? Trish, you're funny. So far the gimbal battery is holding up. Let's hope we can finish the floor before it gives out, because it does give a really nice picture quality. And I don't have to hold the camera, I just hold the stick that the camera is attached to, and it just keeps it nice and butter smooth. Okay. Hit the other side here. Oops, let's go here. We missed this one. All right, I want to say hello to all the new people who are joining us. We're up to 73 now. Please smash that like button. Get us up in the algorithm. We are at Quilt Market International, Houston, Texas. And we went through the floor yesterday and the first part of the video today. And now we're finishing up here in the hanging quilt artistry room. So we get to see all these beautiful works of art. And Quilt Husband genuinely loves quilts because they are a work of art, and I appreciate all forms of art. I really do. You're welcome. You're welcome, Trish. Only you, Trish. I'm gonna have to tell that one to Belle. She'll get a kick out of that. Getting a little bit of a workout here because I'm walking backwards at times, and I'm not used to doing that. I'm also in my dress shoes. See my shoes? So I'm in my dress shoes walking around. They're actually very comfortable. They're Allen Edmonds brand, and I bought them used on eBay, but they're super comfortable. And they don't feel quite like tennis shoes, but not far from it, actually. I can wear these pretty much all day, and my feet won't hurt for the most part. But walking backwards, I'm not used to that. Okay. These are smaller wall hangers. Looks like in an African style. Yeah, mother of African American story quilts. Yeah. A lot of earthy colors. Oh, you're welcome, Catherine. You're so welcome. You know, this is a pleasure for me. I would be doing this anyway while I was here walking around looking at these works of art. And so I'm happy to be able to bring them to you as well so that all of you can enjoy them too. And thankfully, they allow us to film in here. They actually have a sign up that says filming is a privilege. Don't abuse it. In other words, don't take things and sell. Don't copy and sell this stuff. That's what they're trying to say. Sponsored by the International Quilt Museum. I've been there. Is that the one in Paducah? The International Quilt Museum? If so, I have been to Paducah. Have any of you ever made a quilt that's been displayed? This is a cool abstract. I like this one a lot. You live in Paducah. Okay, right on. Black and white and red all over. Yeah, I love these abstract styles. Like this is totally what I would make if I were a quilter. Stuff like this. Who would have already taken 3 breaks? You know what? I haven't eaten yet, but I'm okay. I do intermittent fasting, so I usually skip breakfast and lunch sometimes, and then I'll eat around 3 o'clock lunch, and then having dinner around 5 or 6, and that's my food for the day. It works well if I just drink a lot of water. So I try to drink, you're supposed to drink half your body weight in water each day. So for me, that's about 100 ounces a day. You love the blue. Yeah, I'll get another shot of it for you, Trish. You can bet I'm not going to forget your name this time. There's that blue one. That's cool. Kind of reminds you of like a snowstorm or an ice storm or something. Or maybe flying through the clouds. Yeah, Jenny, I'm sure we will visit Paducah again someday, so we will be sure and do that. We visited Paducah, I think it was about 4 years ago. We took a trip to Kentucky and went to Paducah. Yeah, that's cool. I love these abstracts. Black and white and green with envy. Envy is a funny thing, isn't it? It's like one of those competitive type things. This one is called Magic Beans number 2. It looks like a lot of these are available for purchase. You can actually buy these. I wonder how much they sell for. What do you think? What do you think these go for? $1,000 maybe? That much? Look at that. Look at that applique. What is that? Textures. They sell for a lot of money. Yeah, I bet they do. I mean, if you've been displayed at International Quilt Market and Festival, then that's going to be your claim. Yeah. That adds value, doesn't it? Excuse me. It's interesting how they created the shadows. So this looks like top stitched by machine on layers of batting and backing. Okay, interesting. Ooh, It's always tea time. Look at this. This is Alice in Wonderland. I think that's what this is. You got the hearts. I guess it could just be non-Alice, but the checkerboard makes, in the way it's warped, makes me think Alice. What do you think? That for sure looks like Alice in Wonderland. Created during COVID. Ah, because she loves Alice in Wonderland. There we go. and partly because the world seemed a little mad. Both of these are true. Cool. Very cool. That's by Lena Pugacheva. Lena Pugacheva. They wanted 10,000 for it. Wow. So we're not talking about single thousands. We're talking about 10,000s. Wow. Well, you know, watching Belle make quilts, it takes a lot of time to make these things, doesn't it? And, you know, like when you make something that's show quality, you can't just give it away. And making money in this industry is, you know, is somewhat difficult. Like, you know, I explained it earlier, just because you have a business doesn't mean you're wealthy. Or just because you're a YouTube influencer doesn't mean you're wealthy. Doesn't mean you're raking in the cash, for sure. There's a lot of people who are struggling to make it. Just trying their best. I know a lot of you out there can identify. All right. Well, thanks to all 80 of you who are joined with us now. Be sure and smash that like button below, please, so that we can get ranked up in the algorithm and have more people join us while we're here. I think we had up to 150 join us yesterday. That was awesome. And the number just kept going up and up and up. Yeah, an entire room. Yeah. Yeah, Belle started in a bedroom, a spare bedroom we had. It was actually her office first. And she had to convert part of her office, which was not a very large bedroom at all. It was just a really kind of a tiny bedroom. And she managed to make it work. I built her a table, and she put that up against the wall, and she had her computer desk, and she used the closet for storage, and she had a little room for her machine that she had, and that was when she only had one machine that she bought used on Facebook, and that's how she got started. Now we're blessed to have a full quilting studio in her own building that she can work in. And at home I have my own little office as well. It's in a separate building. And we have our own little separate office spaces. And it's nice because, you know, if I just want to pop my head in and maybe steal a smooch or say hello, I can just do that. That's the entrepreneurship, the freedom of entrepreneurship that I was talking about, is be able to do that. Yeah, it really is nice. You know, and our house isn't that big. We've only got a 2-bedroom house, which we really like it that way because it's less to clean and manage and take care of. So we're very blessed to have separate office spaces away from the house that we can do our work in. Some of my office is used for storage because I have quite a bit of extra space than I need, but she uses every bit of her space. Every bit of it.
Oh, you don't know this, and you don't have this culture, and you don't whatever.
All I need to work is my computer and I have a special desk set up where I work on sunglasses and some place for storage, and that's about it. Yeah, I know, Trish. I need another building too, actually, because I would love to clear some of the storage out to have just a little bit more room. And there's some things in my storage that really need to be outside, or some things that are outside that need to be inside and protected. And I don't have that right now. So I'm thinking about buying a storage shed, one of those outdoor sheds that you can get delivered, to have some extra storage space. I've got some sandblasting equipment that right now I'm keeping outside, but it degrades all of the rubber and everything and gets it real dirty. And I just wish I had a place to put that. I don't want it in my office, I know that. But it would be nice to put that in a shed. So I might be looking to do that. Let's see, I did not come down this way here, so we'll come back. Thank you all for hitting that like button. I see more of you have done that. Thank you so much for doing that. And again, if you're just joining us, we are at Quilt Market International in Houston, Texas. And this one won first place for abstract. And if you don't know, I am Belle's husband. My name is Chris, and I am known by the name of Quilt Husband. And, oh, I see a Fibonacci. Oh, there we go. Hold on. I'll get to that. And I'm here with you today while Belle is working her booth and networking today. And we might just close this place out. So they close at 3 o'clock Central Time. So I don't even know what time it is right now. Nice to meet you too, Jenny. Thank you. Thanks so much for joining us today. And it's been a little bit since Belle has done a live, or she tried to do a live, but it was really difficult because she was having to work on a fast deadline, and it was difficult for her to concentrate to be able to get her work done fast, but also be able to speak to you in a live. And so she found that very difficult. So it works better when she's not on a time crunch. Oh, okay. This is called Through a Glass Darkly. Okay, I get that. Fibonacci sequence. So if y'all don't know what the Fibonacci is, wow, interesting. Okay, title from Bible verse in 1 Corinthians 13. So the Fibonacci is found everywhere in nature. Okay, so you see the swirl. These are equally proportionate squares that you can draw. They get bigger and bigger and bigger as you go. And you find this pattern everywhere in nature. It's everywhere from plants, even into the stock market, charts, nature, plants, just Fibonacci's everywhere. And it's kind of that harmony of nature that kind of makes everything work. You could even put a person's face right here, and this would be their eye, and this is their head and their ear. See how that works? You could even do it from the side. This would be their chin, their forehead, and the back of their head. So it's like proportions, harmonic proportions is what that shows. Fibonacci's are important, especially in trading. I use Fibonacci's all the time. A lot of times those algorithmic robots that run the markets, they run on that type of math. And if you know the math, you can trade like the robots. And that's what we try to do. These are more of the African quilts. What kind of math? Well, I was talking about the Fibonacci's. They're ratios. They're harmonic ratios in math. And you find them all over nature. And even in trading in the stock market, uh, the price action will follow Fibonacci ratios, and a lot of the robots that run the markets, yeah, harmonic ratios, that's right. A lot of the robots, the algorithms that run the stock market, they use those type of equations to run their programs. And so if you could know, yep, I do too. I trade NASDAQ futures is what I do. I don't do options a lot. I've been learning, but I don't like options because of the theta time decay. So the longer you hold it, the less it's valuable. And I don't like that part of it. With futures, they can't take that away from you. It's either up or down, 0-1, black or white. You know, there's nothing in between there. They can't take that away from you. So if you're correct directionally on price, then you're correct. But you can be, with options, you can be correct, but still not make money. I don't like that. No, thank you. I've been doing technical analysis on charts for I technically started about 15 years ago, learning, but I've really been doing it on a daily basis for about 3 years now. And it's really finally starting to click, and as well as all the psychology that goes behind it. Habit Labs, yeah. And I think lately we've been hitting all-time highs, even on bad news. They call it irrational exuberance. So the stock market hitting all-time highs on bad news. So all the traders are like, what? Like, we're just going to go straight up perpetually? No, I don't think so. I'm looking for possibly the end of October, for sure January, for a pullback, a big pullback. January, February looks like pullback to me, but we'll see. They say it's easier to make money when you're a bull than a bear. Gold and silver, right? Everything's gone up. Like, it's rare for gold and the stock market to go up together, but that's been happening lately. Yeah, keep your stocks, especially if they're dividend paying stocks, Jenny. Like, that's the way. That is the way. My gimbal was flashing at me, so it looks like I'm going to lose my gimbal soon. It won't be for long. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, moves like this are not sustainable. This is a pretty one. And see, the thing is like when price goes down, it usually goes down really fast. Whereas when it goes up, hey, you're welcome, Joy. You're so welcome. I'd say we're getting close to about halfway here at this point. I probably have maybe an hour left on my battery on the camera. I'm not sure because I can't see my notification. If I click the screen, it just wants to focus. I can't see, and I don't want to lose you guys by getting off of YouTube. So I don't know how much battery I actually have, but we're going to go till the very end. And I'll get a notification of a low battery, so I'll be able to warn you ahead of time. Watch each and every day. So do I, Jenny. Yep. I just focus on NASDAQ. I tried to trade S&P 500, but the ES was a lot more difficult to read. I have a much easier time reading the NASDAQ. You're welcome, Jenny. My pleasure. And thank you all for joining me. It makes me feel good to have more people tuning in. We're up to 83 viewers now. So it makes me feel good to have all you tuning in. See, this is a cool one. I like this too. Yeah, going slow and making you dizzy. and I hope that I can continue that because my gimbal that I have my phone mounted on is about to go dead, and that's what's making everything nice and smooth while I move around. So hopefully I don't lose that capability. But if I do, I'll still continue filming, and I'll just be holding the phone in my hand at that point. So it will be a little more jerky. But we are going to go as long as possible here. I like this black and white one. Black and white, whatever. Introspection on being biracial in a binary world. Yes, Catherine, it's her first. Montgomery Mountain Charm is her first collection with Bendertex. And it's been publicly shown now, but it won't actually release to the quilt shops until March of next year. So the quilt shops are here at Market purchasing the collection, and then they will have that in their inventory in March. So you'll be able to buy this in March. So still have some time before it's available. But it's funny because Belle has to kind of walk a fine line here with this, because there's so much time between now and then that that she doesn't want to show too much, because she doesn't want you guys to get excited about it, because you can't purchase it, you know? So it's like giving you excitement over something you can't buy is no fun. So, but you know, at the same time, she wants to make things and show it off. And so she is so excited. I'm so proud of her. She's done so great here. We've had so much wonderful feedback. We had people tell us that the schoolhouse was the best schoolhouse they've ever seen. And if y'all don't know what the schoolhouse is, that happens on the first day. And it's basically it's an impromptu gathering where quilt shop owners can come and watch a short presentation by quilt pattern designers like Belle, and they tell their story. They tell their story about their fabrics and their collections, and what they like, what they did, and it's a chance for the quilt shop owners to get to know. Jenny, it's not available yet, so I don't think Belle has posted much about it yet, but now that it's released here, she can tell more about it. It's just she doesn't want to go too much or too hard between now and March, because you can't purchase it until then. So it's one of those things that you don't want to hype it up when it's unavailable. It's like, hey, here's this cool thing that you really, really want, but sorry, you can't buy it. Nobody wants that. But she has a lot of projects lined up that will be using her fabric, and she's going to do lives with y'all to make those things with you in her studio using those fabrics. She's got a lot of neat projects lined up. Oh, thanks, Jenny. Thanks for subbing. Yeah, we do live shows. Belle has a 5-camera studio, so we've got 5 cameras in there. They're all different. They all do something unique. Each one has its own strength, and we put the strength to best use. And we've got an overhead cam. We've got a face-on cam. We've got a cutting station cam, and then we have 2 cameras on her sewing machine. So we have a back camera view and a front camera, or front side view of her machine, and the needle, a close-up of the needle. So we have 5 cameras at work. And she tries to do lives at least once a week, maybe even twice a week. Like I said, here lately it's been, she hasn't been able to do much because she was on a time crunch deadline for making all the things that she displayed in her booth. And she just did not have time to broadcast. She really needed to focus and make sure she got things correct for her projects. But now that Quilt Market is over, she's going to be back in her studio working again and doing lives. Collage quilts and animal quilts. Yeah. I like the animals. Hi, Kristen. Thanks for joining us. And roses. My mother loves roses. She's a big rose person. It's nice and peaceful in this room. It's very quiet. All you can hear is the hum of the air conditioner. It's pretty much just me in here. Just me and all 82 of you. 70 years young. Grew up with roses. Did you have a rose bush at your house growing up? Some rose bushes? For me, it was... wow, I'm drawing a blank on the flower now. Rose garden, beautiful. I'm thinking of every flower name except for the one that I need. And it's Belle's. Belle likes the flower too. We've been trying to grow them and it's been difficult because our dirt's not very good. 17 rose bushes, wow. Did they bloom in the spring and the fall? Or maybe just one season? I'm trying to think, what are the large flowers that grow in bushes that are very, they smell really good. They're really strongly scented and they get really big. They're in pink, white, pink and white, I think are the two. Do y'all know what flower I'm talking about? They're very fragrant. I can't think of the name right now. I'm drawing a blank. Hydrangea? No, it's not hydrangea. They grow peony. That's it. Thanks, Catherine. Peonies. That's the one. Yes, peonies. Belle, it's Belle's favorite flower. We've tried to grow them and they just will not grow in our dirt. Yeah, it's peony. That's what it is. It's an interesting applique. And look at the detail. It's got different quilting in each panel. Wow, that is crazy. Look at that. They grow in Paducah. Yeah, I wish we could grow them. Poor Belle, she's so disappointed. We tried to plant like 5 of them and none of them made it. Our dirt is so rocky. We live in a mountainous area and there's a lot of quartz crystals. There's a lot of quartz crystals where we are and not a lot of dirt and must have ants to grow. See, here's a problem we have in Arkansas. It seems like all of the ants have left except for the fire ants. We have fire ants in Arkansas and they are nasty. Those guys get angry if you get near them and they swarm and they sting. They have stingers on their tails. And they're little tiny things, and they are vicious. Yeah, they're the worst. They've moved up from Texas and Arkansas, and it's so bad. I mean, before we came here, I took care of probably 4 or 5 mounds in our yard that they were trying to spread. And I found an effective way to deal with them, if not using poison, which I prefer not to use. One way I found to get rid of them, make them go away, is to destroy the mound. So what I'll do is just take a rake and rake across the mound and expose all the eggs that they've laid, and they will leave by the next day. Now, sometimes they'll just move, 30 yards away, but oftentimes I see they're gone. I don't know where they go, where they went, but they're gone. So they're like, oh, this is not a good place to build a nest. We're leaving. Okay, sayonara. Hey, Brenda. Hey, that's okay. So if you rewind back, we went through the rest of the floor this morning, and now we are on the hanging quilt floor to look at all this beautiful art. I mean, look at this. They go underground and pop up elsewhere. Okay. Look at that detail. This one won first place for people, portraits, and figures. Nice. It kind of looks like Van Gogh, but I don't think it is. It might be. It might be Van Gogh. Here's abstracts. So we're in the abstract category here. This is Judge's Choice Award here. I think the peony, someone else could probably answer that well, but I think they help spread the pollen, maybe? Is that what the ants do on the peonies? I remember seeing ants on peonies. My grandmother, I spent a lot of time with my grandmother's, and there were peony bushes along the fence row in her backyard. And I used to always pick the flowers and smell them, and I always noticed that there were ants on them. But like I said, in Arkansas, we have different kind of ants. I've not seen actually normal ants around our home. Only the fire ants. It's like they've pushed out all the other ants. The deer had them for breakfast. I'm sorry, Bobby. They protect the plant from pests while eating the nectar. Okay, interesting to know, Brenda. Thanks for sharing that. Bobby, that was funny. Thankfully, we didn't have any deer come along and eat Belle's flowers, but, roses and other flowers are a different story. I just want to say thank you again to all of you joining us. Looks like we're up to 82 now. I really appreciate you guys being here with me. Again, I am Belle's husband, affectionately known as Quilt Husband. And we are here at International Quilt Market in Houston, Texas. Thanks, Jenny. Appreciate the words. Showing me love. Share it on your Twitter. All right, thank you. Deer like tulips in Ohio. Interesting. Hello from the Netherlands. Hey, Mathilda. Thanks for joining us. We're at Quilt Market in Houston, Texas right now. And we are going through the hanging quilt exhibit here at Quilt Market. We're about halfway through here. Pushing 3 hours. Hopefully my battery doesn't go dead by the time I finish here, but I will give you guys a warning if it does. Thanks so much for joining us. Be sure and smash that like button and get us ranked up in the algorithm so that more can join us to have fun. Looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more rows left here. And be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like I said, Belle does a lot of live shows in her studio. We have a 5-camera studio set up, and you can follow along as Belle works on her projects, and she does a lot of tutorials and teaching different methods and styles. Yeah, those irises are pretty, aren't they? Isn't that beautiful? This is called the Dance of the Silken Weaving. This is applique. collage quilting. This one won second place for applique. Ooh, look at that. That's bright. This is called Camellia Rising by Zon Wang. Not sure how to pronounce the first name. Jean Wang. Your talents lie elsewhere like sarcasm. Hey, we all have our unique talents, don't we? It sure is, Mathilda. There's a lot of beautiful quilts here. We're about halfway through here, so if you wanted to go back and watch this video from the beginning, you can catch the last part of the floor show. And no, Misty, we haven't gotten to the best of show yet. They have those put right up front. I tell you what, I'll hit that up. Just in case my battery dies, I'll go to that first, so we make sure to see the best in shows because they are incredible. So I'll go do that first. Wow, look at that. Okay, since we're up front here, let's go do that real quick. We'll go check out these best of shows, and then we'll come back down and finish these aisles. I think they had them right up front. Oh, I missed some here. Okay, let's do this first. That's a fun one. Feels like a party. Live is wonderful. Thanks, NMC. Yeah, I'm thankful to be able to bring this live to you. And you can walk around and look at these quilts with me. Well, Belle is off in her booth working and networking. So she's not able to, she really had no time to walk around these first couple days, like not even time to leave her booth. She barely had time to go to the bathroom, let alone eat. So it's just nonstop at these places. Okay, so here we go. These are the best in shows, all here on the front row. Oh, did Becky mention Belle? That's sweet. Yeah, she's a good friend. You quit? Yeah, I know, right? These guys are getting paid $5,000 for their work, in addition to whatever they sell it for. And big fancy ribbons. Now this one right here is my favorite. Look at this thing. Best of show. So is this Ricky? Yes, this is Ricky. Okay, this is the one you asked for. The best of show. It's called The Visitation by Ricky Timms. hand embroidery, dyeing, painting, machine piecing, applique, embellishment, embroidery, quilting, original digitized quilting, digital printing, professional fabric printing. Can we have more processes? That's exactly how I would do my quilts if I quilted. All the things. And the result is this. Look at this. Let me see if I can zoom in here. Look at that. Yeah, I bet he's celebrating big time. What a beautiful work of art. Jeez. Zoom out here. Okay. That's awesome. The use of color. I mean, geez. That's perfection, isn't it? Quilting perfection. Here we have the Master Award for Contemporary Artistry. This one's called Color My World. Received a $5,000 prize. It's really pretty. This one's called Triscus Pid Biomorph number 2. Tricuspid Biomorph number 2. Y'all got that? Tricuspid? That's it, tricuspid. Tricuspid Biomorph. And all the techniques. That. And that is some beautiful color. I mean, that is just popping. I don't know if you guys can get that through the camera. It looks like maybe I have pretty good color, but that color is popping. Make sure I'm zoomed out. Ah, there we go. Okay. It's tricuspid. Okay, tricuspid. Bill makes fun of me a lot because I mispronounce things all the time. I'll pronounce it in a way that's not the way. And, you know, I just say it like it looks, like I think it would sound, you know, like, I'm trying to think of an example. There's one that sounds like Porsche. It's like the same thing, but it's different. I can't remember what it was. Okay, these were the best in shows. So I'm going to go back down the first aisle here. Now that we saw the best in shows, yeah, okay. And let's see. I don't think we've seen these yet. Oh, I think we did see these. You're welcome, Misty. Thanks for joining us. Thank you all for being here. We're up to almost 90 now. You're welcome, Jenny. Okay, we're gonna go back down to the row that we were on, which I think was the next one or this one. Okay, we haven't seen this. Okay. Yeah, I'm still here, Susan. We're still going. The battery has not died yet. I know we're getting close though, because we're pushing 3 hours. I bought us some time by plugging in my gimbal, but now my gimbal battery is going to go dead, and my phone battery will probably follow soon after. So, yeah, Susan, if you want to just rewind the video, I think even during a live you can rewind and look back at the best in show quilts that we just did just a few minutes ago, and then you can catch back up to us. That's a cool one. I like this one. Okay, let's see. Here's a first place judge's choice for applique. She's got rabbits. So I'll get a warning on my phone before it goes dead, so I'll be sure and let you guys know that that's about to happen. But until then, we're just gonna keep going. Okay, we went through this one already. I think we're on this other side. You're welcome, Nita. Thanks for joining us today. We appreciate you guys watching and joining and following and subscribing and liking and all the things. We appreciate that. It keeps us going, makes us feel like we're doing something important for someone else. You're welcome. You're welcome, Susan. Whoa, that's a freaky one. It's called Happy 70th Birthday. Celebration of longevity. Color for 70 is purple in Japan. Okay. Red gives me energy. Interesting. It's an eye. That's wild. Ooh, now I like this. See, I would hang something like that. The black hole. That's cool. It's a sweet love picture. They call that black and white one entrance to the universe. Secret doorway to another world. Yeah. I feel like that when I go into my office. That's a cool one. Abstract with, looks like, is that ribbon? Is that ribbon they're using? Can't tell what that is. Is it shoestring? It looks kind of like shoestring, but I don't know. But they sewed it down. That's a really cool idea. Like, look what they've done here. It's one continuous line of string that they've sewn down. And it looks hand stitched. That looks hand stitched. Yeah. Couching with yarn. Yeah. That one's called Harmony Within by Benjarano Tzitzit. Very nice. I like that. Unique techniques like that really catch my attention. Almost become an artist with a mouse. Yeah. I picked up Photoshop when I was 16 years old back in 1995. Actually, I was 14 years old at that point, in 1995. And I was able to get access to Photoshop, and that's when I started really becoming an artist. And I started with web design, building websites, learning how to code. Okay, so this is made with hexes, and that is hand stitched. Look at that. A lot of hand stitching. That is a lot of hand stitch. Wow. That's pretty with the scallops along the sides. I like that. The scallops are cool. That is a beautiful job on those hexes. All hand sewn. Wow. That had to have taken a long time to make. These are World War II quilts, yep. Red cross quilts from World War II. Isn't that amazing? Circa 1940 to 1949. This one's from 1935. Wow. That thing looks brand new. Crazy. It almost looks like frogs. These look like frogs. Is that a frog? One of those red-eyed tree frogs? Okay. Let's see. I forgot this one. Celebrate life. We have about 4 more rows left here, it looks like. Okay, come around here to this side. I just want to say thank you again to all of you who are joining us now, and also hitting that like button. I appreciate that. I see that most of you have done that. Thanks for doing that. This is interesting. It almost looks like a towel, like they used a towel. They did. It's a terry cloth towel, and they sewed a bunch of buttons and wire and threads and made this picture. That's kind of funny. It's unique. What's that one called? Vanita. Hand embellishment, painting, machine embroidery, and quilting. Found objects. Interesting. An ironic interpretation of male vanity, which is not always a sin. Depends on, I guess, how you carry yourself, right? There's a difference between being confident and cocky. Sometimes that line is thin, but if we have reason to be confident, then it's warranted. For me, it's difficult to do something new and be good at it and not feel almost as if I'm an imposter. Like, it's called imposter syndrome. And I've experienced that before, to where I felt like even though I was in, I didn't really belong. And I know a lot of artists deal with that. They feel like, maybe their art's not good enough, or it's not going to appeal to people, and it prevents them from moving forward and creating. I've been there. Excuse me. Oh, that's sweet, Pamela. Thanks for sharing that. This one's called Bookshelf Mystery. This is a tribute to Barbara Bush. Love never fails, does it, Trish? That is an awesome flamingo. Check out the eye. That's time to tell yourself that's the universe working through us. Yeah, and I'm a firm believer that the universe does work through us. In ways that we don't understand. Under the Sea. What's this called? This is called Pisces. Okay. Pisces. Cool. I'm actually a Virgo myself, a Virgo rising. Sagittarius star sign. If you know anything about Virgos, they're natural helpers. Oh, this is interesting. So this one has text sewn into it. Something sells schools, deaf. There's all kinds of words in here. Can you see the words? Kittens? Always? Huh. Looks like she freehanded and went crazy. I like that. That's cool. Self-portrait of Francis. That one's called D cups and teacups. Hold on, let's see what she says about this. Using their expression, Susan had a straw from a deck of cards. We started painting small images. The card I drew was teacups. I said, this is not my card. Mine should be D cups. The well-endowed mermaid developed on the fabric in the front of me. Breast and bra surround her. The mermaid, the goddess of sagging breast. There she is. These kind of look like knee joints to me, like a knee joint. So I'm not sure what those are, but they remind me of a knee joint or an elbow joint. Okay, we'll continue down this side here. I think I missed this aisle. Okay, let's come back here. I'm kind of getting out of my order here, guys. This is cool. This one won first place. for balanced piecing and applique. Wow. Look at that, guys. Look at the detail. Look at that stitching, that quilting. Excuse me. I almost feel like I could take a nap. Going to bed late and getting up early. It's starting to get to me. But we get to sleep in tomorrow, and then we'll be leaving town tomorrow. But tonight, after the show ends at 3 o'clock Central Time, we've got to break down the booth, which is going to be a lot of work, and pack up the car. So we brought currently I'm in a suit right now and dress shoes, but we brought a change of clothes. Belle is wearing her dress that Maud the Retro Quilter made, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous 50s style A-line dress made of her new fabric. Quilt Husband's a big fan of pretty dresses and just feminine style. I really appreciate. And the thing about women's fashion that I think is cool is that there's just so much variety in women's fashion, in shoes and clothes. I understand why y'all love to shop, because there's so much variety to look for and to think about. And for men, it's just kind of boring. It's like, well, you got your suit, you got your pants, you got your shirt, change up the colors, maybe the fabrics, and you're good. Women are a little more detailed, and I like that. That's cool. Sometimes I'll shop for Belle. I'll find things on eBay. I have her. Does it say on the info how long it takes? No, they don't talk about how long they spent working on it. That would be nice to know, though, wouldn't it? I mean, you can imagine that these took so much time. Some of these had to have been hours and hours and hours of work. Yeah, sometimes I'll shop for Belle. I've got her measurements, so I'm able to look for things on eBay, and I know her style, and so she doesn't really love to shop, actually, so I don't mind it, and I know how to set up really good searches on eBay so you can find exactly what you want only when it becomes available and at the price you want it. eBay has an awesome search engine. Like, their search functionality is probably the best that I've ever seen. You can really flex the searches on eBay if you know what to do. And so I set up searches, and I'll set a price maximum on what I'm looking for, and I just wait at that point, and eventually something will become available at the price that I want it. It's all about patience. It's like fishing. I think of it like fishing. You just throw out your bait, wait, eventually a fish will come. Okay, here's a quilt contest y'all may be interested in. Accepting entry September 8th through January 14th. Register at rodeohouston.com. Award-winning quilts may be selected to travel and be displayed at the Texas Quilt Museum and the International Quilt Festival in 2026. Here's the QR code if you want it. I don't know if you guys will be able to capture that, but there's that. Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. I have memories when I was a young boy. I would spend a lot of time at my grandma's and really looked up to her, and I would play in her shoe closet, and it was kind of like a little hidey hole place, and I would create like a little fort in the shoe closet, and I was surrounded by her shoes. So I always remember, women's shoes bring back memories for me. I also had memories of being an entrepreneur with her too, because my grandfather was an entrepreneur. He owned a plaster and drywall business for construction, and he was an entrepreneur for a long time, and she would sit at her desk and pay bills, and I would sit at my desk next to hers, which was a little tiny mini desk, and I would pretend to run a business. And that's what I did for fun. I was an only child. I am an only child as well, so I had to figure out ways to entertain myself. I used to do weird things, like, for instance, I would take empty soda cans and fill them with water and then throw them down the driveway to see what kind of damage they would take, and I would analyze the damage. Yeah, I'm not going to talk much because we have someone else here.
对，立体感非常强，立体感非常强，而且它的整体的这个颜色的这个搭配啊，这个就是万花丛中，是吧？一点红，这个红的话，你看这个衣服，这个衣服啊，一袭红衣啊，一下把这个美女给凸显的非常的优雅，非常的这个唯美。 所以这个作品也是获得了很高的，
Yeah. Hey, that's okay, Pam. I appreciate philosophy. I appreciate deep thinking and recognizing, truths and things, even if they're not apparent. It's true, it does bring all of us together. That's why it's important to not be so competitive in this industry, because as the saying goes, rising tide rises all ships. And we've got to remember that. You like the iris better than any other. This iris, okay. We'll go back and look at that again. Here's the iris. Looks like that one's called Simple Splendor, I believe. Yeah, Simple Splendor. Hey, there's peonies. Peony Dream. Okay. I got this one for Belle. This one's for you, baby. We just met through the internet. Yeah, that's right. Like-minded people. Okay, I'm gonna hit up both sides here at the same time as I go. Can anyone tell me what time it is in Central Time? Because I can't see my clock, and I don't have a watch. I don't like wearing watches usually, so. What time is it in Central Time right now? 2:15 Central, okay. This place closes in 45 minutes. Okay, I think I might have time, but we might have to move at a slightly faster pace because they are closing. So I think what I'm gonna do, y'all, is just go through the quilts rather than showing the documents. We're just gonna go through the quilts. Is that okay? Does that work? Otherwise, I might not be able to finish in time. And you wouldn't get to see all of them. I'm gonna suggest that. Quilt winch is good for it. Okay. Move at a slightly faster pace. I mean, look, we still have all that to go through. Okay. Hopefully Belle didn't need me at some point. Okay, I like this one, Poseidon. Yeah, look at that. That's the kind of stuff the Quilt Husband loves. Look at this. Ting Ying Liu. Sea God sculpture. Poseidon. You could also call him Neptune. Neptune is Poseidon, I believe. Same character, different name. That is Greek mythology. And planetary astrology as well. Let's see. I feel like we saw that one already. Did we see that? I don't think so. It must have been one similar. Yeah, we did see this. Okay. I remember that red one right there. Okay. Yeah, okay. There's Poseidon. We'll continue on down here. And I'll try to go slow so you can actually take in the artwork. Excuse me. Yep, that's right, Nita. It's important. It's so important for women to support each other. There's no reason to oppose each other. It only makes it more difficult for y'all. And we've seen a lot of support for women here today. It's been great this weekend. Like I told the story earlier, the quilt shop owners who have competing quilt shops across town from each other, yet they're friends and they work together and they even travel together. And that's a beautiful thing. And we really appreciate that harmony. Because there's enough room for all of us. There really is. There's enough room in this industry for everyone. Let's see, I've seen this. We've seen this already. Yeah, that's the quilt contest. Okay. Yeah, okay, we've been through here already. For some reason, I don't remember that. Oh, that's a tribute to Barbara. Okay, yeah. Okay. Let's get back on track here. So there's the flamingo. So we're going to go here. We're on the last 2 rows now. That's interesting. What's he doing? I don't know what he's doing. He's got a sock. Where's he going? Freedom. Harry Potter. Okay. Does anyone know what Harry Potter character that is? That's not, is that the monster? There's Dr. Seuss. Merry Grinchmas. Dobby. Okay, that's Dobby. So I haven't read Harry Potter. I haven't seen the movies. I'm lame like that. If you ask me, have you seen that movie? The answer is probably no. He's a good elf. Okay. He's good. I just don't watch much TV. And if I read a book, it's usually an educational book, not really a fun book. I really like to learn, and watching TV doesn't give me that. So I don't spend much time watching TV. I watch football. That's about it. If it's not educational, I'm probably not watching it. He's a good free elf. Okay. Lovely. In a serene manner without the bustling crowds. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that. I love being here with y'all. This is fun for me. I would actually be doing this anyway, even if it were just me, because I'm not a quilter, but I do love the artistry of quilts. I appreciate the work that goes into these. I really do. Okay, let's continue down. And we'll just go from side to side here. Love these abstracts. Quilt Husband's starting to get hungry. It's about that time. 3 o'clock. It's about that time to eat. It is really peaceful in here. There's nobody in here, so it's really quiet and peaceful in here. I like this. This is an introvert's paradise. Excuse me. Oh, there's Audrey Hepburn. Yeah, Belle loves Audrey Hepburn. She's got that picture of Audrey with her sleeping mask on, and the cat laying on top of her, because that's totally Belle. Belle is not a morning person. I am, but she is not. I can get up and be ready to go in about 5 minutes, and she takes a few hours to wake up. That's an interesting QR code. Scan me. Takes you to a site about QR code inception. Okay, here's a little bit of advice, fam, I want to tell you about. So I'm a stickler for digital security, and what you never want to do is scan a QR code that you don't know what it is. If you know what it is, then it's okay. If you don't know what it is, don't be scanning random QR codes, because they can go to malicious websites. Don't do that. However, that's pretty cool. I like that they made a QR code out of a quilt. Okay. Continue on. We're just going from side to side here. All in the same row. I'm trying to pick up the pace a little bit here, but also let you see everything, hopefully. Why am I missing rows? I missed this row? Yeah, I sure did. Okay, I must have cut over there. See, I'm getting all out of order here. That's all right, we're about finished. That kind of reminds me of like DNA strands, like chromosomes, X's and Y's. That's interesting. You're welcome, Catherine. Yep, I'm a stickler for digital security, so scanning QR codes, it's a no-no. At least QR codes that you don't know what they are. This one's pretty cool. I like the depth. That's cool. They used color to get depth. Another abstract. Well, I'm sure the quilt was fine, but if you get like a random text message or you see some random QR code sticker somewhere, don't scan it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Wow. This one's got sparkles in it. It's a sparkly fabric. Unless it's a quilt. Trish, how many barcode quilts have you seen? That's the first one I've seen. One. That one. It's kind of the same thing, like scanning a QR code would be like clicking a link. Like, let's say you received a random text message and says, hey, your bank account's been compromised, click this link. Are you going to click that link? Because scanning the QR code is essentially the same thing. So, yeah, that's why I advise not to do that. It's almost like opening up the door to your house and saying, come on in. To anybody. Come on in. We're getting there. These are the animal quilts. Someone said they love animals, so this is your section here. Yeah, right. I'm the same way. I'm such an introvert. Someone knocks on the door, I'm like, I try to hide. It's funny. I saw a meme one time. It was like the difference between introverts and extroverts. Someone's at the door, an introvert runs and hides and turns off all the lights. An extrovert's like, ooh, I wonder who's there. I'm so excited to talk to them. Go away, I'm quilting. You're funny. If not now, then when? Is that, let's see, I thought that was Dr. Seuss, but no. Uttered by Sir Charles Walker in the British Parliament. Okay. These are really bright and colorful. It's cool. And I'm sorry I'm not able to show you the papers, but we're short on time and battery here, so I'm going to try to get through this as quickly as possible so that you can still see the quilts that are here. And then I have to go help Belle break down her booth, and we're going to pack up and leave tomorrow. It's been a fun trip. We drove about 7 hours to get here, and Belle and I split up the driving, about 3.5 hours each way between us, so that makes it a lot easier. It was really a fast trip, actually. Like, it felt like we got here quickly. It didn't feel like a long trip, which it usually does for me, but this trip didn't feel long. So usually getting back home feels faster, so it should be even faster to get back home then. That's my hope. What visual impact? Yeah, those are cool. And thanks again to all you guys who've tuned in and smashed that like button. I see most of you have done that. There's more likes than viewers right now, so that tells me a lot of you did that even if you're not still here. So thank you so much for that. Sorry, I didn't see that last question. It disappeared before I could see it. Where did you drive from? We drove from Mount Ida, Arkansas to Houston, so it was about 7 hours. And that's where Belle's studio is located, is in Mount Ida. And actually her first collection, Montgomery Mountain Charm, that she just released here at Quilt Market, is a tribute to Montgomery County, which is where we're from, in Mount Ida. It's a tiny little town of 1,000 people. And I came originally from Missouri, and I was kind of a city boy. So to get out in the country, I had to learn a few things. I had to learn how to use a chainsaw. I had to learn how to use a zero-turn mower. I had to get used to a slower pace of life. I had to get used to things not getting done quickly. Other than that, no problem. Love it. I love it. I still love it, actually. I love it even more now that I've gotten used to, those things moving a little slowly, things getting done slower. And also, there's not Louisiana. There's not a lot of, I forgot what I was going to say. There's not a lot of things to do in Mount Ida. So, but that's okay. I like it that way because I'm not much of a extrovert person who gets out. Okay, we've already seen that. Okay, we're on the last 3 rows here, guys. So in Mount Ida, we just have like a Dariette. We've seen all this already. We haven't seen this side. Okay. We have, it's called the Dariette, and it's basically like a Dairy Queen, but we've seen this too, because I remember that line. Any Tula Pink entries? I'm not sure. There are so many here that I do not know if Tula has any in here. Let's see. Okay, we've seen this. So I went to the row right. Okay, we're good now. Check out these colors. Wow. These are all made by different people. And it's got a deep sea theme. Some scary looking eels and fish, jellyfish, octopi. There's more. Under the sea. Gas stations close on Sunday. Yeah. Yep. We have a few restaurants that stay open on Sundays. Well, at least after church gets out, between noon and 5. But everything closes around 7 o'clock, especially in the off season because we're kind of in a touristy area. People come to Mount Ida to vacation. We have Lake Ouachita and the Ouachita National Forest. So people come to us to get away from it all. So it's actually kind of nice to live in a place where like people go to vacation because it feels kind of like you're on vacation. So moving there was pretty enjoyable because I still feel like almost like I'm staying at an Airbnb somewhere. And I get to enjoy nature every day. Sometimes I'll go take a walk in the yard and along the tree row and just take in the sights and the smells and the view. It's therapeutic. Whoa. Look at this. Each one of these is unique. Oh, wow. And they're all applique. Huh. Holy smokes. Look at that, y'all. That's crazy. I don't see any two that are alike. Okay, I did find two. They're different. They're the same style, but different fabrics. That one. Yep. Okay. Yep, there's another one. See there? Yeah, that's cool. That's really good. That took a lot of work. Let's see. These are the blue ribbon winners. And y'all, if you're new to Thread Life with Belle channel, please be sure and subscribe. Belle does live shows from her quilt studio. We have a 5-camera setup for her quilt studio, so you can follow along while she works. And she also likes to teach, so she has some projects, quite a few projects actually, that she has been working on to get ready for you guys, so that she can have things to share and do with you. And y'all can follow along or just join us, just hang out. We don't mind that at all. And it's usually just her, not me. I'm behind the scenes. I'm the wizard behind the curtain. Hey, from Australia. Hey, April. Let's see. Oops. Oh, okay. Hold on, guys. My gimbal just went dead, so it's going to be jerky for a moment. Okay. Okay, this is going to be a challenge. Okay, let me turn this around. Sorry, guys. We're upside down, inside out, backwards. Okay, there we go. Okay, guys. Really enjoy Quilt Market? Yes. Yep. She'll be distributed. You'll be able to find that those on Checker, I believe, and also, you find her notions on Checker, but her fabric collections will be available from certain quilt shops that choose to purchase them. And I'm sure Belle's, she's been trying to keep track of all the shops that are purchasing, and so that when they shout out, she'll be able to do a live for them to introduce herself to their customers, and you'll be able to purchase the fabric from there. So she's working on a list of the companies who bought her fabric so that she can tell all of you where to go. I'm glad I'm almost to the end here because I would not be able to last long holding the camera like this. So my gimbal is dead. My battery went dead. So I'm not able to hold steady like I was before. So bear with me, y'all. Okay, let's go ahead and go over here. I've got 2 more rows left, guys. 2 more rows. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate you being here. And again, I lost... Oh, you're welcome, Dee. You watched Becky yesterday. Oh, thanks. Yeah, thank you. I need to give a shout out to Becky. She's wonderful. She's a good friend of Belle's. Thank you for the shout out, Becky. Cool. Kathy, were you the one that asked about what the pattern was under the gnomes? Was that you, Kathy, that asked that question? Because I don't have an answer for it yet, but I will try to get by their booth to ask. You may have to email them because the show's getting ready to close, and I know people are going to start breaking down immediately. So we're on the last row here. So we'll cover that, and if my battery doesn't go dead, I will try to get over there to Calico and see if I can get an answer for you, if that was your question. If not, I go ahead and ask your question again. If you've already asked it, I haven't seen it, so go ahead and chat it if you want. Again, I lost the battery in my gimbal, so I'm having to hold the phone by hand now, so it's definitely going to be more jerky. So I apologize for that. And I have to walk and hold the gimbal in my other hand, so I'm using one hand right now to hold the camera. It's not comfortable. But you know what? I sacrifice for y'all. You show me love, I show you love. I appreciate all your kind words. We've been here for almost 4 hours together. What a day. Whoa. What is that? Look at that. I've never seen anything like that. That's crazy. Look at that. What is that? Let's see. It's called One Earth, One Essence, Professional Fabric Printing Machine Quilting. Okay. So they printed it and then quilted it? Huh. I wonder... Oh, I see. The black lines are printed, not sewn. Okay. Man, they look three-dimensional, though. Okay, they sewed along the black lines. They quilted along the black lines. Okay. So the print has black lines, and then they sewed the pattern over those black lines. They quilted the pattern over the black lines so that they would be three-dimensional. Wow, that looks like pixel art. That is extremely unique. Never seen anything like that here or anywhere else. That's one of my favorites. That should get like a ribbon. Kids on the moon looking back at Earth. Oh, Earth is on fire though. Eesh, not good. What was Earth like, Mom? You're welcome, April. Thanks for tuning in from Australia. Susan, Kathy, did you say something about so yeah? I just missed the message. I saw it popped up, but then I missed it as it disappeared. But when you chat again, I can see chat, so it'll pop back up again when someone says something. Should contact the So Yeah brothers from Las Vegas. Okay. Kathy, what was your question from yesterday? Is it calico? Was it calico? Is that what you were wondering about? That certain pattern that was near the gnome, it was below the gnomes? Was that you? Okay, it looks like I've got 15% battery. We're gonna make it. We are gonna make it. That is huge. Look at that. Wow. They definitely pieced that one together. Ukrainian Quilters Association. Yep, that was your question. Okay. All right, Kathy. I don't have an answer yet, but I will. I'm going to try to swing by Calico on the way out here and get an answer for you. I will probably post it to the comment to reply to your comment, the answer, and let you know if I can get that information. So I don't know if I'll have enough battery to get over there with you live, but we'll give it a shot. Just the quilts, yeah. You're welcome. Thanks for joining us. I'm really happy to do this for y'all. I want to make sure that you guys can share in the experience as well. I apologize, the camera motion is jerky now because my gimbal battery went dead, so I'm now holding the camera with one hand while I walk. And I have some back and shoulder issues, so it's a little difficult, but I'm managing. Be okay. I'm a big boy. Okay. Okay, here's all the calls for entries if you're interested. So there's modern, celebrate life, tactile architecture, American tradition, hands all around, in full bloom, landscape quilts, okay, now we're back to quilts. Okay, I think just this last one here. These are more of the continuation of the black and white abstracts. You're welcome, Lori. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you all for hitting that like button. Really appreciate that. Oh, check out the Pac-Man. Pac-Man quilt. That's cool. I like this one too. You got it? Yes, a calico. Okay, Kathy, I got you. I got you. And I'm gonna have to search for calico again. I know they're in the 300 row, but I can't remember exactly where or which booth it was. But I will find it for you. So we are gonna wrap up here. These are the last of the quilts in this room. We spent almost a full 4 hours together today. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We really appreciate you. We appreciate your support and all the words of love that you gave today. I really appreciate y'all. So, all right, y'all. Well, this is Quilt Husband saying have a great day. Have a great day, everybody. Let's see if I can figure out how to shut down the live. Bye, guys. Thanks for tuning in. You're welcome, Trish. I won't forget your name anymore. Bye. Bye, guys.